was on a very important phone call. What's up, guys? My name is Casey. Welcome to the Guardian Oracle 33. This is where all the magic happens. Welcome in. I love you guys so much. I am going to do a collective read. I'm going to do a few spreads, pull out, some guided information. I am a psychic medium and intuitive, and I channel messages from the higher conscious realms. I channel beautiful deities, beautiful energies. It is an honor to be able to have this channel and to be able to have these attributes of getting together, giving each other a hard time. I love you guys. And more or less just getting to grow. I don't know if Bill's in here. Hi, Matthew. Hello, Mariah! Hello, mate. Guys, I've got to tell you the funniest wee little story. Are you ready? Are you ready, Matthew? Alright, so we got out last night, and I was trying to get on the pool table, and they wouldn't let me on the pool table, so I went up to them, and I'm like, excuse me. He goes, look, ma'am. He goes, I know what you're trying to do here. You're just trying to distract us. And I said, no, I just want to play some fucking pool. I said, that's all I want. I love pool. So I thought and played pool, and he's like, hey, you fucking British? I was like, yeah, cheerio, mate. Fuck yeah, I got on that pool table. But I had to fucking act like I was fucking British the whole time, which wasn't really too hot for me. Cheerio, Christina. Yeah, you know me. I love it. I go out and all of a sudden I like fucking with people like that in the best fucking ways. You know, open up that creative expression a wee little bit. Get out of the old roots we've dug for ourselves. Not only that, I like a cup of Joe and tea. Joe Auntie. Joe Mama. Joe Mama. Brian C. Howdy, howdy. Hello, Chibio. I love you guys. Been getting on here a little bit earlier, which has been nice. I have some awesome help. I've been doing the single parent thing, and as of lately, you know, my husband that I'm divorcing, before it all went to hell in a handbasket, Brian C., thank you. I don't know what those things are, but they're beautiful. Thank you. That was a beautiful heart in the clouds. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, forgiveness is a real thing. Forgiveness is a real thing, and it's absolutely wonderful. I have help with the girls. I'm able to do the channel. For those of you that don't know, my shoulder, I've got a tear, a lateral tear. Jeez Louise. Okay. Children in play. So I've been able to do the channel. I am a general contractor. I build houses, remodel, restore, refurbish, fixer-upper. That's what I like to do. I love doing that. Creativity is key as soon as I say that. Boy, this thing's just a fucking smoking over here. Would you guys like a little sage from the Babylonian shell? Toodaloo! Oh, I fucking love you guys. What's up, Joe? I'm getting smoked out over here, man. You are freaking out, man. Just gonna set this down yonder. You know, it's a real son of a bitch when you've got a, that country girl accent and you're trying to be British at the same time, and then you've got a little fucking thug that comes through. You've just lived everywhere, haven't you? I sure have. Pitch another key on the fire. Another shrimp on the barbie. Another key. Okay, channel messages, and then I'm gonna pull a spread. Actually, I'm being guided to pull one of these. One of these. Come fly with me, let's fly away to a new place. The break of dawn. At the break of dawn. I'll see you at high noon. High noon. I was high at noon once. Can you milk me, fucker? These are all channeled messages. Hear ye, I am hearing. It's a lot about hearing. Can you hear me? Can you fucking hear me? Hello? It's me. Fuck. I was wondering after all this time you'd like to meet. Oh, okay. To go over everything. They say time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done a thing. What is those fucking words, Mariah? What is those words? Say time's supposed to heal you, but I can't hear anything? I can't fucking hear you. I just keep hearing that. To go over. Somebody's wanting to go over something with you. Let's see more. Deep revelations. Going through the dark forest. Revisit the path you took to find inspiration again. Look to the future. This does feel very overcoming of an energy collective, the dark forest. Embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed. Deep revelations. It's like, let's say this. What say you? It's like you guys are getting into the energy now where, I hope that puppy doesn't go into the pool. He's so cute. He's trying to get a drink out of the little girls' pool. Cutie. He's just a miniature little wiener dog. What's that, Mittens? There is a need to realize that both sides of yourself is needed. You could be appreciating that within yourself, understanding that even it can't just be all love and light all the time, you know? And love and light, to me, more or less, in my perspective, as it's love is forgiveness, love is kind, love is patient. It doesn't boast, it doesn't brag. You don't ever get it until you have love and you have to let it go. You know, whether we all play a part, it's teaching us, you know, especially if you're a life path number 9. For those of you who don't know how to add up your life path, you add up every digit one by one in your year of birth, all 4 digits of the year. So I'm 7388. You add those together, it's a 36. If it's not a 11, a 22, or a 33, I don't know if there's 44, I'm not sure. Then it's not a master number. So I'm a 9. You add 3 and 6 together, that's a 9. You put those two together, and that's what level I'm on. I am on the 9th level. I heard it's in the 9th chapter. I'm a part of the 9th chapter, the 99th precinct. There was a lot of fun there. The 99th precinct. Precinct? Embrace the light and dark side, for both are needed. There's deep revelations here that are coming about. You're being asked to revisit the path you took to find inspiration again. Heed their wisdom. Heed their wisdom. I'm talking to my light family. I'm talking to me higher self. Heed their wisdom. What comes around goes around. There's like forces. There is forces right now, and in some way, it's like you're being used for the light and the dark. Whether, you know, we're exposing the shadow of our own self or we're vulnerable within that, and others get to see that. The enlightenment comes from love. It doesn't boast, it doesn't brag, it's patient, it's kind. You know, this is the love that you build for yourself. It's a deep love. It's this, as you keep seeking further within yourself, you're starting to experience these deeper attributes of how far you allow your mind and heart to go in this, right? Well, if you've got a big imagination, you would and call it, you know, creativity. Your imagination. Is it all in my head? In your head. In your head, zombies. Frozen whispers. Listen to advice and the intuition you once ignore. Heed their wisdom. My computer just cut out. It's 2:20. Somebody could be seeing 2s a lot. 2 and 20. 22. You could be a master number 22. Your life path, it's important to know that number, you know, because it does have attributes of the numbers that we were given when we came into this planet. Our date of birth, in the Pythagorean alphabet, every letter, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, they all embody a number. And I was just Jason, I was just talking to you about this, and this is what's coming up, is like there's these repetitive numbers. It's like, okay, you see them, but now what do we do with them? What do we do with these numbers that keep repeating? For some of you, you're infiltrating this space within this realm, okay? It's on this planet Earth. There are people that are aware of you, okay? There are awakened ones in many places. You ever just go down a road and then all of a sudden there's 15 people behind you? It feels a little Truman Show-ish. There are these... When you're divergent, let's just say that, when you encompass and embody this depth of love for yourself by feeling so alone, right? Picking yourself back up and seeing it over time, if you had a fallen out with somebody, and time passes, and say you both lose people within that time or space, you know, you start to recognize the friendship and the bond you did have, you know, how other things can get in front of the dark and the light, you know. Somebody here is clashing with a version of themselves within another being. This is the test, you know. You have to remember too, if you're into the simulation, I'm seeing that right now, you know, as far as it being simulated. I mean, we bleed blood. This is very, you know, our soul is in, our divine soul's in this body. You know, our spirit is what goes out at night when we're astro traveling. We're moving in the spirit. When I pray, you pray. When you meditate, we're moving in spirit. Our soul is our God source energy, our life force energy. It's our vibration. It's within our heart chakra. It is us. It is that tether to the Christ, the knowing. It's there for all of us to tap into. Every one of you have, you know, your own sacred attributes. Yeah, I look up and I see Starseed, Brian, and there's a lot of enlightenment that we will be receiving these deep revelations. And it's like, no, that you couldn't, with great power, with great wisdom comes great responsibility, you know, and responsibility to use it when you're guided to use it, to speak to somebody when you're guided to speak from. We're all channels for other people. Sometimes people just need to hear one thing out of our mouth that's divine, you know, and it's already been set up by the divine, whether it's through a dream, for them to be able to interpret it or get the sign. We're always waking each other up. The universe is talking to you through me, through you to me. All the time. We could be having a conversation. I'll be talking, you know, with somebody face to face, and we were talking about the kids, but behind that, when my soul gets close to another soul that I know, or that electromagnetic field, it's like I'm getting a whole different conversation because I'm thinking about something in my mind and they're answering it. It's like this telepathic, it's deep, and this is what it feels like, this wisdom. Revisit the path you took. Listen to advice and the intuition you once ignored. So what have you ignored? You know, reach out to friends, the help, spirit guides, your ancestors, alone together. There is a growing distance between you and others. Reach out to friends. You know, and for some of you, you are this beacon of hope, you know, in the way that it's not because it was easy for you. People have seen you guys go through these losses, whether it's your children, your mother, your grandparents, your home, your vehicles, dear ones that you've loved, fall into addictions, habits, behaviors. You know, 2020 kept threw everybody off, you know, staying inside, and a lot of people got creative and other people got into other things. You know, it really makes people look at each other and being in that space together. And I think that's 2020 is about a huge shift for a lot of divine counterparts, in my opinion. Those 2020, 220. Listen to the advice and the intuition. Listen to the advice. What kind of friends are we talking to? What kind of friends? There is a growing distance between you and others. Reach out to friends. Tell me more. What kind of guidance is there with the friends? Break through boundaries. So somebody, it feels like the darkness that might weigh you down is the level of humility that you're able to have within your own being. The discernment that you have saying, yeah, I own those behaviors and I understand, right, the triggers behind it. The soul wants to learn specific lessons through this physical vessel, and it is in other systems we already are completely vulnerable. We have full telepathy. There's no secrets, there's no hiding. You know, the darkness is when we forget the, you know, anonymity of love. It's something you have to experience. And when you can go through such things that would make you not want to feel anymore, that would make you feel like the monster you always thought you were, you know, these hidden whispers in your head, staying in the darkness where you belong. You know, you had the intuition all along, but in some ways, you know, you stay there. Somebody is revisiting something because there's vanishing steps. Somebody's trying to retrace something, and it feels like at this time you're needing some help on this path. What's up, son?
Do you have files? Like a file?
Yeah, look in my trailer. There should be a bucket, a white bucket. They look like they're for chainsaws. There should be a couple long skinny ones in there. Look in the drawers. Close the drawers back up when you're done. Sorry, my son's trying to work on his dirt bike right now. His freaking kickstand, his kickstands. Carburetor lost a couple screws. They keep backing out, so I gotta get him that. And then his jumps fucking kickstart piece with the gears kind of wore off, so I've got to get him a new one of those. A new one. There is growing distance here. Okay. Hey, where did that card go? Now it's on the bottom. Dream interpretation. Reaching out to friends, or friends reaching out to you. They're trying to guide you back to some path. What was in that dark haunted echoes, deep in the dark forest, alone together. Alone but together, the frozen whispers of time. Look to the future, heed their wisdom, reach out to friends in deep revelations. Tell me more about the deep revelations here. Plant medicine. Plant medicine. Bottom of the deck was flipped over. That's the card I was looking for. There it is. That was it. Breakthrough boundaries. Achieve personal growth by pushing beyond the boundaries. The illusion of this alone together. You might feel like this. You might feel very much alone. You know, whether this is within your day-to-day life you're living. Some of you do live in spirit most of the day. You know, you like being attached to, whether you're meditating or you're thinking about all the signs and synchronicities, you're constantly focused on this communication with the universe. Alone at last. I heard alone at last. You know, for some of you, I think you have been haunted by, you know, echoes of the past. And these do manifest as darker energies, you know, thought forms that manifest within this this brain, this program brain that says, oh, I'm going to remember what the fuck you said right there, or I ain't going to forget that, or I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me, or I'll just fucking leave before you have the opportunity to. Fear. You know, fear of being alone. Why we stay in situations we shouldn't. And they're teaching us along the way. They don't have to get to the tower moment. It's just that some of us are some slow fucking learners. Some of us are some slow ass learners in relationships. Look, you know, and for those of you that have been on the outs with your own self, maybe reluctant to look at things, you know, that you do realize are there, that you are seeing, and they're resurfacing. And that's where this deep revelation comes from. Perhaps it is from emotions, deep emotions. I heard wailing, deep wailing of emotions. Enough emotions that could fill a whale's belly. A whale, the frequency of love. Confidence and courage. Okay, this is a message. This right here is a message of congratulations. You know, where you're meeting somebody, somebody else will meet you. You're meeting this other version, this other half of yourself, this part of you that you knew was there all along. You're coming back to your heart so you can have your wings. Revisiting the path. All right. What's been on this path? What are we revisiting here? Is this emotions? In what way? Embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed. Deep revelations. It wanted to come out and go back in. What is it? Sacrifice. The dark forest. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It is time to claim balance and nurture yourself by standing in your own power, confidence, and courage. Faces life's adventures and challenges bravely with the confidence and courage. Challenges, and somebody here feels like, you don't mind a good challenge. At this point, when the lessons come, instead of letting it go 2-3 years before you look at emotions, or you get caught up in it. Some of you, even as your family members are going in and out of your house, or whatever this is that you're having these interactions with others, you realize at the moment, like, there's something here I need to look at. It's affecting me in this way. I'm feeling this emotion. Why does that make me so pissed off? Or why, when this person doesn't see my value or hear my part, do I feel inadequate? And that's what this is about. This is about adequacy within your own self. I've overcome it. I'm overcoming it. It's like, this is what it looks like to me. These are two different beings. And it looks like they're going towards the same light. And I want to say, as an intuitive reader, I'm feeling like this bright light back here that they're both being guided towards has to do with this cosmic heart. 22 as I say that. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. This heart right here. The golden light. You're here to help friends. You're here to reach out to others. It's what you came here for. You could have feel alone. I'm seeing alone over here. You feel the distance. I think your heart's so huge that sometimes you don't even realize how much of other people's hurts you carry. And it's like you have the ability to take all of that on and put love on it throughout your being, even in your energetic field. And just imagine the love, the golden light that you pour into that awareness. The golden light is its wavelengths. It's energy. It's intelligence. It's creative. It is created. It's sacred. Revelations is what I'm hearing. You've got soul, family, and strength, and good news that comes up. See, and I said it looks like here, these two people, this person's just a little bit closer to up here. This person's standing on this mountaintop, seeing this person approaching the light. Looks like this person's following suit. Maybe both from different sides. Maybe this is a meeting. Is this a fucking meeting? Embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed. Good news and family. Finding soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, trust when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. And I've done that. And I'm going to tell you, one bird flies over. We're never further away from our dreams because we're always connected to it. Power in the thought, positive thought, what you do want to see, what you do want to feel. I would like this to be an outcome. What's my part in it? What can I know it's always about letting go, right? As change comes in, it's like, oh, well, we used to do it like this. And it's like, yeah, well, boss man says he don't want it done like that no more. He wants it done like this, And then you have the ones that bitch and moan and complain because fucking shit has to change, but we know it is what it is. Things are always changing. People are always leaving and coming in and out of our life. The only person that never leaves us is us. And when I say that and you start to have these interactions with others, right, Joe, Brian, Jason, Mariah, we start having these interactions, it's like, dude, this is our soul family. When we get on here, we're energetically woven together, It's paramount. And it's just like that. And it's just like that. Things start to shift and to change. There is a sacrifice. It might seem like a huge sacrifice now, but do you not trust the universe enough, okay, to retrace this path, maybe feel some hurts and pains, maybe have some deeper revelations about maybe some energies within us that we haven't purged out yet, whether it's from sadness, sorrow, maybe it's not even your own, maybe it's just the emotional. When you're close to people you love, it's like you can feel their own aching heart within you. You're super empaths, cosmic wisdom, it's cosmic love. We adorn creation. We adorn the heart of it all. Look at this golden pond here at the bottom of the heart. It's the fountain of youth. Love that lasts forever. your soul family, alone together. And it's like, I want to tell some of you right now, if you're feeling alone, one, I love you. I, me, we, the universe love you. You're not alone. There's for those of you, there's many spirits that linger and watch in the collective consciousness, and you have guides that's their job, is to push you. You have some guides that are a little tougher than others. It's that tough love, and then you've got some guides that are really funny and outgoing, and they push you in the direction of creativity. You're learning how to shift into these different vibrations. Being stern when you need to be stern, standing in, challenging the darkness within your own mind. Why am I thinking that? That's not a positive thought. And you allow the energy to flow, and you can start to visualize replacing old, outdated thoughts and patterns with I can, I will, I am. I do want to be happy. I do want to feel set free within myself. I want to be able to look into the light, and know that everything about me is exposed. And I think that's why somebody's going back to realize, like, there is somebody that was always person, place, thing, guide, spirit, that has always brought you to this piece of loneliness within yourself. It's like you've ever loved somebody so much or cared for something so much that the thought of not having it anymore, it feels like it would tear your heart out. And eventually, the only person that doesn't leave us is us. We die, they die, they leave, and it's so hard, so, and I'm learning, like, that's why in love we don't covet, we set things free, ourselves above all. Some of you could be a life path number 6, and you could have an issue with control, with holding such a high expectation that almost, it seems it's hard for you to please you, let alone for other people for you to stand. Maybe you hold people to a higher expectation. It's not that you shouldn't have one, but sometimes you almost do it to a fault, and then you start to create these characteristics around that persona. We got to be very aware of how we stay in habits or habitual things, how they create pieces of our personality, because this brain up here, 22, as I say that, it programs, it's subconscious. When you look around the room, it's taking in everything. Granted, you're only focused on this camera and the cards in my hand, right? But my when I look around the room, and even if I just scan, it sees everything, every letter, every word, every sentence. And if you can get back into that state of mind, you can recall many, many things. Total recall. Isn't that a movie? Recall. Excuse me. Frozen Whispers. What is this revelation about? What else? Oh. Change. Inflexibility. This, for some of you, your greatest triumph and your biggest triumph and your greatest struggle is the fact that you have been inflexible with changing with yourself. Frogs, turtles take a really long ass time to get to where they're going. But also within that, turtles are like the King of Pentacles in the tarot. They're the slowest moving action card, right? Knights are action. Moving knight in the deck. He's not quite a king yet, but he's out on his journey and he's moving slow. He's moving slow. Slow and steady wins the race. And I used to think he was the most boring ass knight because he took his sweet ass time. But now that I've gone through more things within my own self, I'm starting to realize I really like the King of Pentacles, He's got a lot of, he might take his sweet. I'm a little bit quick to the slow myself sometimes. But this just feels like the inflexibility to change. But as you're moving slow through it, I think you might have observed or taken in other things that might be prevalent to you with this embrace the light and dark side. For both are needed deep revelations. You had to go through what you went through so you can understand what's in the light. Oh, you think light is intelligence. It's not just going to take somebody who's stuck in a human existence, right? Well, you hurt my feelings, or you did this, or, you can express it. And that's when people can come together. That's love. I remember feeling like that too. And I want to make that right with you by starting fresh now. By being the person I conduct myself within. People see that about you over time, that you don't waver from your path. And that's the thing with the dark and light, is like, you could still do other things that some people They just can't. They have to be all the way in the light. They're like, I just think that's low vibrational. That's beneath me. And I can tell you what, I go on the weekends, not every weekend, but I go out and I'll go play pool and I'll have a few cocktails. And I'll tell you one thing. As a medium, I have met more people who have felt the love of God through the channel that I am, to be able to, give messages from their wives. It happened twice. At the same place. And it's like, if I wouldn't have gone out and I just listened to, oh man, I probably shouldn't be drinking, that's not very high vibrational of me. Fuck, when I drink, I'm like, hey, how you doing? It's different than how I used to drink. When I used to drink, that dark side of me was like, fuck you, I'm just here to get fucked up and listen to some music and project my stuff onto everybody else. And now we learn from those things, and we have to also trust there's no coincidences. We're being guided to places for a reason. Revisit the path you took to find inspiration again. Look to the future. There's deep revelations that are coming out of breaking out of these boundaries. Well, society tells us dark forest, deep revelations, achieving personal growth by pushing beyond the boundaries. Challenge. Okay. So if somebody here has been having like that suicide ideation, due to some of these the darkness, the deep revelation in there's a lot of pain. That is a lot of, you've come to clear and heal through a lot of lineage, a lot within your own being, when you can really let go and you can really love. Your life path number will say a lot about you, what you're here to do. It's not listen, you know what I mean? You follow your intuition, but it gives you a good guidelines. We all need a guideline or a direction or a push in. Okay, that's help now that I know about life path numbers. Or, we all start small. Mine was angel numbers and opening up books and seeing any words, and I'm being guided to do that right now. This book, when my grandmother passed away, I would ask her, like, Grandma, give me a sign. Am I on the path? What do I need to know? People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out. But when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within. So me going and drinking what used to cripple me in the night, right? And going and having a few cocktails and playing pool, I'm breaking out of, when the sun's not out, when it's not a high vibrational place, you still have a light within to speak of love to others. In whatever way, and I'm just using that as an example, to make the phone call or say, I just need to let you know that I love you. For whatever happened in the past, I'm grateful. I've gained a lot of experience from it, and just share your heart with others. That's most vulnerable. When it's a dark room and only one person, if there's 100 people in a room and only one person has a light, but that one light can light up the other 100 lights in there. Just by one small deed. And you know what? When you're that light in the dark for others, when you have compassion where you didn't once have it, there's a lot within the humility of honoring the humanism. We do have emotions. We're not always going to be perfect. We're going to lash out. We're going to say stuff we shouldn't say. But over time, we become more cognizant, more aware that our words do have power in the way that we treat people and project things onto them, No, I can't see my chat. Alright. Thinking about it means you're not doing it, and it's, one thing is, our thoughts can trap us too in specific realms, right? Let's just say, especially if we, like, this irritates me every time this person, or fuck that person, or this or that, I feel that energy with the darkness in here, that, if darkness is the fact that there's things about us that we're not ready to fully bring to the light. One, as time goes by, I thought I've healed through a few situations, and now, like, I think I weep when I'm in these experiences with those people, because the growth between, well, one, what I know I've been through, my growth, my ability to really just be like, damn, that fucking made me better. Even though that sucked butthole, that shit made me better, because now I have this wisdom to say, compassion, walk in that. It takes time. It takes repetition. It takes honoring your moral code. It's hard to be, when you're constantly around people that are dig in on you or negative. You know, the universe, if you're here doing a job and you're a light worker and you're talking to others, you're sharing your experience, you're, you know, being vulnerable. And then vulnerability comes to a point, yes, with discernment. I mean, you're not going to tell everybody your past life story, past life karma. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, the person or situation. Look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson, quote unquote, perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. Alone together. And maybe this is two people or a situation where a family, you know, with the family being her soul family. Change. You or the person involved are set in ways that are impeding growth. Be more open-minded and see the other person's point of view to expand your perspective in a healthy. Oftentimes, being too rigid masks the problem that causes imbalance and unrest. Flexibility is needed to create and flow. So there's a past life I'm hearing stipulation here. People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out. But when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within. So if the sun goes down, they're like stained glass window. Beautiful pieces and fragments brought back together, right? All the colors. Somebody here embodies all the colors of the rainbow, their aura. You know what's really interesting is whatever that somebody you have forgiven or let go of, it's like in some way you gave somebody their wings, you know, you set them free, even if they're not on this planet right now. In that energy, you're connecting to it and you're having, you know, I want to say somebody here wasn't there for their friend and their friend died, and I can feel that, you know, and it stifled them. It's hurt them that they couldn't save them, that they couldn't change something, you know. It feels very dark to them, to where it's like it would be the one thing, you know, that's buried at the bottom of your heart that gets you to the golden light. You know, the information that you truly want, the deep revelations, but you have to be able to walk into that with your shadow and say, what the fuck is this emotion here for? Why am I experiencing this? Why am I still feeling so strong about this? And that is an indicator. How many times are we just going to shove it down, shove it down, shove it down? And don't you want to set it free? Don't you want to know why? And the only way to do that is when you stop masking or shrouding. I'm hearing a shroud. Fuck's a shroud. A shroud for the head, covering up. Does the fucking shroud get on the noggin? They're shrouding it. I am afraid of I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. So it has been some rough waters. That's by Louise May. What is her name? Louise May Alcott. Louise May Alcott. May. Never behind your head. Oh, why can't I read today? I don't have my glasses. That might be why. I need my Clark Kent glasses. Never bend your head. Hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Helen Keller. Don't let negative and toxic people rent space in your head. Raise the rent and kick them out. And that feels like it's thoughts. For some of you, it's like these repetitive thoughts. Maybe it's not so much the person. Maybe the person is doing good. Maybe it is something within yourself that you don't want to change. Collective. That change is over. Inflexible and change are over the heart. And it's like once that heart space can open up, right? We can look at it from a psychological, psychiatrist, but if you don't have the emotional intelligence behind why it happened, you're just trying to put a face on it to get rid of it, see it with Mickey Mouse's head on it, and then listen to that person talk. It makes it a little bit funnier, it makes it easier, but we're trying to rewrite that neuro pathway, to where that programming isn't running off the same system. You know, we want to create new electrodes within the mind, you know, that revelation, that's enlightenment. You need those key codes to rewrite that. That comes from opening the heart in that golden light. It's like, as much as I want to do it, I'm still not being able to forgive or move forward or have this change. I realize there's something here from the past life. Sacrifice. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It's time to claim, balance, and nurture yourself by standing in your power. It's like this for some of you, like you have to do this on your own. You have soul family. You just need to ask and believe in your guides. You know, you need to believe that you are, you know, you came here. You have guardian angels. You have passed on loved ones that are here. You're not doing this alone by any means. They are talking to you. You know, you feel them in their heart. You see them in the breeze. There are ancestors, the flowers. There's a reason why there's things that come with that person, why they're here. They like the color red. You know, yellow was their favorite color. When you see those colors, sunflowers, you know, when I hear a bike, I think of this person, you know, it's just things. And those are memories we connect things to. We are always experiencing other aspects of ourselves. Does it ever stop? No. Why not evolve through it? You know, we didn't just come here to have, you know, a happy wife, happy life. We have soul purposes here. That's why we go through the stuff. It's not just sit back and get comfy again. Oh, I fucking made it out of the thicket. You know, that's not a warrior. A warrior picks up that fucking shield and picks up that sword, what they've learned, what they've used to commandeer the spirit of darkness, to defeat the spirit of denial, shame, greed, insecurity, depression, unworthiness, right? The dark forest. You're having a deep revelation about why you went through these things. You emotionally sacrifice yourself, and in the emotions, that's where Christ is, okay? You have to get into that. You've got to peel the layers back. It's okay to cry. That's what lets that energy out. We need it. We need to cry. We need to laugh. We need to have hug and interaction with others. We need to feel the love of a child, the touch of a woman, the, you know, kiss of a man, the hand holding of a parent or a grandparent. We need each other. We are electricity. We are one, and more than you realize. If we would get united within our own self, we would be able to look in that of others and say, wow, that's not even worth it. I can't believe I would go on for so long about holding a grudge over that. And really, it was something within me that couldn't let go. And you start to realize that, and you're like, okay, shadow side of myself. Now that I'm observing that it's hard for me to let go of this, I want to tell you that, and I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but I love you. Thank you for being there in times when I needed that boundary, when I needed that fear so I maybe didn't die or get in that car or go with that person that would have, you know, beat me to whatever the circumstance, you know. Thank you for allowing this opportunity, this lesson in my life to learn how to overcome the spirit of hatred, because that only kills your light. Hatred takes a lot of energy. Spite, being angry, those thoughts, they're so fucking annoying. They weigh so heavy on the mind, don't they? It's like, it's not worth it. And you know what? Out of sight, out of mind, but eventually you've had that interaction for a reason. You want to leave this planet doing things right. You want to say, God, how did I not pass that test? And then you get on the other side and you find out it's your fucking brother or your best friend, and you're like, dude, that sucked butt. Sorry I had to be a dick in your lifetime, but you would be the only person that could have pushed this person to this. You know, a lot of us think about how many amazing, psychically, spiritually connected, beautiful star seeds, God, just energetic beings that we incorporate with on a day-to-day. Even if it's just through here, we watch. Some of these people are meant to change the world. Some of these people are meant to have the voice or the energy or the touch or the understanding to hold the space and the light and the love. Just being there. And it'll irritate the shit out of some people, but there's revelations in that. Why does it irritate me? You know, and then we'll go back to, oh, well, this person's, you know, they must not have, you know, loved me because they're just on living their life. No. Some people just look at stuff a little bit different sooner. Their perspective shifts to where somebody had to fucking hold the torch, okay? Sucks when you gotta walk away from a lot of things in life. You know, even yourself, parts of yourself, you're like, dude, Shadow, thanks for having my back there, but you need to sit in the back. We don't do that. We're not going to handle that anyway. And then I look at that part of myself, that shadow aspect, as like a little version of me. So I think about my daughters, Cooper, Ellie, and just saying, you know, I kiss her. I love you. I kiss her on the forehead, and I say, little Casey of me, I love you. We don't have to be afraid to love anymore. It was a good lesson. I set you free now. It's that powerful. We have the ability to do that. We can rewrite this with love because an emotion comes behind that with an immense amount of energy. And that energy is this golden light. It is the love. It is the Christ consciousness. Christ is a love. It's a deeper wisdom and knowledge. It's understanding, understanding. It's a most beautiful thing. And when you can look at pain like, oh my gosh, without pain, I never could have really loved. So then you say, oh, so the darkness and the light. So we do need each other. We make friends with, you know, the paths we've went on. We do. The object's not to just come kick ass and fucking slay bodies. You know, it's fuck you, Ollie. You know, it's not about that. It's like all these people were going to teach you a lesson or you them. Maybe you didn't get the lesson this lifetime because you were quick to, you know, push offshore and paddle on your own. You know, you missed a huge blessing. And those opportunities do come back to us, but we have to go back through the learning lesson again. Can you stand in the light? It's vulnerable there. It's funny. Thank you for the 10, Mr. Maurice Evans Jones. I'll call you Mr. Jones. Thank you for the 10. What do you see? What do the cards see coming towards me in my current job and finances in general? Thank you for the super chat. I'm hearing the name Michael. Three, 4, 3, the number 343. And I'm hearing the name Janet. For Mr. Jones, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light. Ooh. You're going to get some rest. It honestly feels like here in your finances, you got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Were you working with somebody that I'm hearing undermining? You know, it feels like somebody was undermining your, you're really good at your job. You can get in and do a job. You're made for an executive, I'm hearing. You have good leadership skills. Somebody that was overwatching you or watching in some way. Let's see. The High Priestess. There's a secret around this job. 5 of Swords. If you had a job, okay, I'm just going to say this, Mr. Jones, or in an environment where there was a secret around some sort of underhanded blocking or overwatching or something with such. It's like because of your intuition and your ability to follow your intuition, which it feels like you're going to be pushed in an area that feels a little, it's going to test you. What's up, Jerry? It's going to test you. But it's like a block comes off. What's the High Priestess here for the job and the money? The job and the money. You have a sacred scroll. You have sacred knowledge. I don't know why. Is there a pastor or connected to a pastor? The speaking. See, you're going to be guided to do something. I don't know if it's like a podcast or doing something, but you're meant to speak. So maybe that's why this happened. It's like a blessing in disguise, I'm hearing. The High Priestess. You have a gift to speak. Wisdom and knowledge, Mr. Jones. And if you follow this path, Ace of Swords, which is my truth, there will be many blessings on there and many truths for you to be revealed. If you're leaving a job or thinking, contemplating, walking away, going to somewhere else, that place I feel like, or whatever that is, this will be a lot less emotionally draining for you. Okay, what do you have coming towards you? What do you have coming towards you? Yep, you're ending something. You've got a death. You're ending a cycle. You're putting something in the past. I want to say congratulations. You're moving into a new realm. Finances. I want to say also with this, there's some sort of inheritance, you know, and people throw that around. This could be like somebody who did pass away, or you'll be receiving a piece of jewelry or something significant that somebody leaves behind, even if it is ashes. And there's something about this gold, and I don't know if it's on a necklace or what it's on, that feels prevalent here. And he's fancy, and it feels like maybe somebody did leave you something of significance. This person probably was wise. It's really weird. It's like you're working with a spirit on the other side, somebody who passed who was wise or good with finances. I said executive. Somebody who held a high spot. Maybe this person's going to try to push you to this new place with your deeper wisdom and knowledge. You're definitely going to be speaking about something. Yep, the Tower comes out. So the Divine's rewriting something here. It's for your finances. Your finances, it's like the King of Pentacles. He is good with animals. He's good with spirit. He's a philanthropist. He's good at making money. You have this energy coming towards you, but you also have an energy for this to happen. Something else gets brought down so you can see it for what it is. Are you spiritual? Do you realize that? Do you have a podcast? Tell me about the speaking. Yeah, a new beginning. You've got a new beginning. You could be trying to overcome some sort of, see whether this is just a past wound or a thought or an obsessive thought in some way that says I can't, or whatever. The devil most of the time, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Devil most of the time, it's when we're getting ready to let go. It's kind of something that brings us back to that, not wanting to let go. Why would I let go? I don't want to have the Tower. And it's like the Tower is when things aren't built off of the right foundation for your highest good. It comes in and it kind of clears away things, so a new beginning can happen. So something's ending here for you for sure, so something else can start. Just be on the lookout of those repetitive thoughts, whether with the job in reverse that says, maybe I can't do this, There's definitely something here with about standing in your power and speaking up. Expect new friends. I'm telling you, I really feel like you're spiritual, or you have these spirit guides, okay? Because I see 3 people, and somebody's trying to lead you to some sort of wisdom or knowledge, or a different way of doing things, outside of the box, I'm hearing. It's going to make you money, and it is kind of like, I don't know, secretive in a way. So is it like, I don't know, I'm hearing like task force or something doing with that. I don't know. It looks like you have good energies, but you're also going to be letting go of something, so a truth can come out. So there's something here about a truth for you. I want to let you know that. But how will you feel about this truth, this Tower? Oh, like you don't have the strength. You're pondering and sitting on something. You need to have the strength to do something. Why the strength in reverse? 10 of Pentacles. You're worried about the money. You're worried you don't have the money. You know what? What you see as an obstacle is going to end up being for your highest good. It's like I'm trying to ask your guides for more than that, and that's really what I'm getting. Trust the process. It's like whatever that was in the past that was feeling a little daunting, I almost wonder if you have a tendency to self-sabotage stuff sometimes, you get bored easy, or there's a need, you're just being pushed to expand. I'm telling you, there's something here about you speaking, writing. It's like I'm gonna pull a spiritual gift for you. I'm guided too, if that's okay. Automatic writing, where you receive messages. I heard from the other side. I wonder if you don't have mediumship abilities. See, you do talk to the other realm. I've got shaman, and this is my person that goes between both realms. Hold space and light for others. Your next endeavor is going to have to do with spirituality in some way. Humanitarian, when you're helping others for the highest good. You have the talents and the gifts to do this. You're so loving. I think your mind can just sometimes be your greatest obstacle. What's up, Balaja R? Bala? Shaman is your spiritual gift. You are being called to explore working as a spiritual teacher, confirmation, and healer who can move between the worlds as a messenger, right? Speaking to bring wisdom and healing. Hey, I'm not going to say I am psychic, and I'm just going to say free will is at hand, but I know your energy and I'm in with your higher. So this is a gift of yours. You have 3 guides that are working with you right now. There's a female that's passed on, and she becomes a guide. I'm seeing silver hair. I'm hearing silver fox, so whatever that means. Okay, that's what I have for you. I'm gonna get you an angel number real fast. 1212. Maybe you're seeing this number. 1212, the 12th realm. Within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark. See the devil. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. I fully embrace who I am, allow change where it is needed, and I trust the duality within me. So when you speak to people, you have to trust what you've gone through. It's like, dude, you are strong. I'm going to say that. You're getting clarity that you'll need, and expect signs. Be on the lookout for the number 15. You're welcome, Mr. Jones. Thank you for the $10. You guys are always so gracious. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. Okay. Well, now that we've got into that, we kind of just know that there's, an energy here that expect the deep revelations. I want to know what walking into this light is about. And then I'll do a pull a card for you guys. It's like finding an energy or restoring it in some way. Back to better, back to the core, deeper to the source. What's the confidence and courage here? What's needed here for the breaking through these boundaries? Balance and release. Balance and release. You're almost there. Change is inevitable. There is prosperity. You have to trust the universe that you didn't go through all of this just to be led back to the same spot. It'll be better than you ever thought, but you have to have the belief in that. You have to trust the universe. The universe always, especially when you set an intention, sets things up for the highest good of all. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Just because you're letting go of old things from the past, right? Maybe that's a group of people, 2 people, you within yourself realizing that I see this from the lesson standpoint. There is a thing about birds here, they get a lot of messages from the birds. Feathers. Could be native. Somebody here, they're saying, I felt trapped for so long. It almost feels like, see this little makeshift lamp that was put in this cage to make it feel warm. Almost if it was the sun, the bird would know no different. And it's like, I've almost been in there so long, I don't know anything other than this energy. I don't know anything other than this is home. Now you're set free, and it's like, it was there all along for you. That's the balance in the emotions. There is something here about somebody who gets emotional or can feel a certain way, and they can change the weather. Very powerful with their emotions. They use it, and I can see somebody out here who does like a dance, and I can feel that energy coming off the heart chakra. Whether this was you in a past life, it was an energy that you would use to create things for protection or for greater purposes. Some of you used to do that so you could get fruits from the top of the tree and stuff. Water when you needed it. It was the manna. You had it all the time. Asked and you received, What's up, spoons? That just reminded me of the spoon lady. As soon as I said your name, my face starts itching. Okay. What's the emotional healing over? What is this? What are we needing to emotionally heal from? Not being victorious in a specific arena, event, time in your life. Maybe you are somebody who, has been honored for a lot of things you've done in your life, and maybe you just feel like the old gray mare ain't what she used to be. It feels like I'm hearing that song by B.B. King. The thrill is gone. My left ear's ringing. Emotionally healing over feeling so unrewarded, unrecognized. Maybe you don't feel like you have been acknowledged, whether it's, I don't know, I wouldn't say that because it feels like a very higher vibration, not being recognized for your deeds, but it's like, I want to say no good deed goes unnoticed. And it's like you have to be able to accept that you can't win everything. This is out here. This is part of your path, is to understand. You can't change or take people with you. You can't, force people to be where you're at. You can't, even if you love them so much, you want to see them grow. And sometimes you stifle yourself so much, collective, in this area when we're not seeing results right out the gate. We're not seeing a reciprocity, and it's like, oh, if I'm so connected, how come I'm not understanding this? Part of you knows that there is divine timing at play. I want to say, for not all, but most of you that have gone through a very emotional high and low throughout relationships, whether this was codependency, not feeling adequate enough, cheating, lying, just attributes of the self that we don't hold ourselves accountable for, and that flows out onto somebody else's plate, and they end up hurting them. You're not feeling somebody here. They're emotionally healing over not feeling looked at, desired, seen. That they, how did they get to the place that they've gotten to? Tell me more about the emotional healing. The Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like somebody's having a hard time letting go. With the Eight of Cups is somebody who, this could be, you could be an alcoholic. You could drink a lot, you could overindulge in certain things. In this depiction, it's somebody, throwing this stuff out saying, I want to walk away from this, day in, day out. I'm cleaning up party cups. I'm, doing the same shit every day. So I'm walking away from it, and it's coming out over the emotional healing as in reverse. So it's like, for some of you, maybe you're trying to get some sort of certificate, some sort of AA, or overcoming something here. Maybe you have, faltered on your responsibilities in some way, and you're healing from that, or healing from not being victorious. There's steps, 12 steps for a reason. I'm going to use a different deck. Very interesting that those all keep coming out in reverse. I want to say somebody here, this is where the confidence comes in at, and I'll ask about that. Why the Six of Wands? Why the emotional healing? The Ace of Wands. Because somebody's needing to be truthful with themselves. Find a different route. Find a different path. Something that does inspire them. It's like, because if not, it seems like emotions lead somebody back to the same path. Not walking away from the things that aren't good for them. Maybe that's how you emotionally try to heal yourselves in some way, or the person that you're dealing with is that they may overindulge, These are both in reverse over emotional healing. Somebody's having a hard time walking away from something, and there's a truth that's going to come about. The divine is saying, this is your darkness. This is an attribute of yourself that you can conquer, that you can overcome. You have to have the confidence. You have to have the confidence and the courage. See, because you're out here, somebody's out here looking for a way. They're trying to trace the chase the steps that the universe is sending them. This is what's taking the confidence and the courage. Do you believe in the universe? Do you believe you can end these cycles? Do you believe with all your might and in your heart? Reach out to friends. Reach out to your spirit guides. Hey, God, it's me. I know this is a little awkward because I never talked to you, but I could really use some help down here with, letting go. And I ask that even on that level, you would take it from me. I call judgment on myself for whatever needs to go. Show me what I need to do to forgive, release, and be on my soul's path. What am I trying to learn here? Because we all know what we come to do is the hardest thing to do, especially when it comes into the emotional aspect of stuff. It gets a lot harder. What are these breaking through? What are you breaking through right here with the breaking through boundaries? What is this that you're having the confidence and the courage to overcome? Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light. Balance. Maintaining balance. So you're breaking through this, and you've got balance out here twice. When you let go, things get back into balance, and she does it with ease. She does it with ease, no hands. The universe says, come to me, all who are weary, and I will give you rest, right? The Christ light. Ask for help. Alone together. Ask for the help that you need. Ask your guides. Yeah. There are dead people. They're all around. There's the conscious. There's spirits. There's monitors. There's so many. Just because you can't see it, trust me, we are never alone. When you think you're taking a nice, healthy poop, you're not alone, okay? In all of it. And I've actually had, I was doing a personal read once, and I said, did you ask your guides if they even see you when you shit? And she's like, that was one of the questions I asked, and it was so funny. Nonetheless, Herman, what's up? Okay, so you balance. Balancing out. Balancing out. What is it that you're balancing out here? The inflexible change. This landed on remembrance. Looking at photos, good times, thinking about you, and dwelling. Came out in reverse. So somebody here is like, as long as I don't think about it, jealousy, as long as I don't get in my head, everything will be fine. And it continuously leads somebody back down the same path of doing the same thing here, with this not walking away and not being victorious. Not receiving help. It's like, you've got to ask for help. You can't do all, you can. You know, I'm somebody who tries to do a lot of things on her own. But I know that it's easier when we have help. You know, resourcefulness, there's a reason we're being pushed. If we're not doing it on our own, we're not being able to manifest it, go out and do something nice for somebody. Go rake their yard. Go mow their yard. Go, you know, pick up the trash on the side of the highway. Get a bag until you fill it up. Go do something for humanity. And while you're out there, put the intentions of giving back and receiving. Can we take this block off of my finances? Can you usher in this vehicle a little faster? You know, show me what I'm missing here. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to work. What do we have? You know, I talk to my guides all the time. That's how it be. There's a lot of power, and it's not ridiculous. It is to other people, but you know, you get to a point where you're so tuned in that you know you've, out of all people, have always led you into the right direction. So you're going to trust you. That's what it was about, empowering and bringing back this emotional healing, saying, I won't always invest my time into others that aren't willing to take the path. You know, there's vanishing steps. People want to give up on you when it starts getting to the point where, you know, there's two people coming together here with this divine heart. It's somebody is just a little bit behind you, you know, or having this inability to change, or you them. My back keeps tickling, but it's my hair. Somebody here's working on releasing. You know, there's deep revelations within that. You can look to the future. There is balance there. And for some of you, this was the other card that comes out. Money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not to feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives off the energy of abundance, and expectantly in every dollar you receive, know that you are supported and the money will flow. My thing just cut out over here. Okay. Beautiful collective read. All right, now I need to... Do I have a mod or two mods that can get together? And I'm going to do a pull a card. So my mods will get me a list if you guys can, and I will put you on there. I'll try to keep them short and sweet. When I call on your guides. I call on your higher self. I call on the collective consciousness, the energy that I may be able to pick up on it and give you the sign and synchronicity, or relay the message that you're needing at that time for your highest good. That is my intention, that you would receive a message. It could have already happened, not have happened. It could be just the thing you are thinking about. It could be predictive. Most of the time, you guys can come back and watch this read. I'm going to label this read to the Heart of Gold. With that big golden heart on that card and those two people walking up the stairway to get to it. The Heart of Gold. On a highway to hell. All right. Neutral, here we go. Neutral. Neutral. Okay, for the highest good. I am going to sage for just a wee little second. I love you guys. Hi, Ash. My sister's name's Ashley. Couldn't get this lighter to work earlier. I accidentally dropped it in a candle. There it goes. You wanker! I like fire. Neutrality. I'm hearing that. Neutrality. I am hearing the name Jasmine again. And remember, just because I'm reading for somebody, it might also be picked up on that energy for you as well. These are psychic intuitive messages. I just pick up on whatever I feel that needs to come through. If you have a past on loved one that comes through, there may be a message in there for you. Some choose to minger and linger and come through when they can. They're waiting to give a message. So if that is for you, set an intention to connect with the highest Christ consciousness. I call on the light, my star family. I bring messages of love, faith, hope, and truth at all times for the highest good of all, for these beautiful souls. Okay, your message. The message that you need most. Neutral. The message, neutral. The message you need most. Please let me know if these resonate with you guys. Hit the like button. Come back. Comment on the videos. If it helps me to know that I'm connecting. You know, if you're not in the live chat and you just watch from afar, stop in, say hi. You know, just leave a comment. If you guys are interested in a personal read with me, you can email me at angeldynasty33@gmail.com. 223 on my computer. The month of May for neutral. What does she need to know for the highest good? The guidance. Connection. You've got connection out here. Stay connected with others. Nurture nature and the universe. Grace. Grace is the universe's blessings. Open your heart and receive it. Wow. You have a beautiful heart. Yep. Wow. I did a read the other day. Check out my shorts. What read was that? Aquarius or oh man, where I was talking about this being the world and a portal. It's like, dude, you're an old soul. You've got the energy of love. I'm seeing the rainbow as well. You are connected to grace. It's like the grace of God, the love, the compassion. Self-love is a foundation of all love. Maybe this is a lesson that you're realizing. The stronger your connection to yourself, the more I'm hearing, the more profundity. It feels like you are getting blessings. If you're not meditating and going within, you're being guided to do that because there is some sort of enlightenment. See how her crown chakra is lit up? And in that other card, see there's this portal. See, you communicate as well. You feel like a Lyran. I'm hearing Starseed. Andromedan. I'm getting 2 new decks of cards too, guys, I will be using tomorrow. They should be here. One of them is the Martian Mystic. So I'm excited for that. And I'm speaking to you because you feel like very galactic to me. Old soul. You have a love here. You do have a love here. You know, this heart's centered on the outside of her and she's looking away from it. And I don't even think you're going to expect this, to be quite honest with you. pick up the deck and I'm saying it's like your self-love is your ultimate self-love. Your spirit guides want you to know you're so close. You're so close. There's something here for you to see. Yeah. And you be expecting a bringer of a message, you know. Yeah, this could be somebody. And I got the Page of Swords, which is normally somebody who brings in a message. Shots fired, I heard. But an important message comes in from this. Younger adolescents, I don't know how old you are, but it feels like you're going to find out about love through somebody that's going to blurt it out. Gonna blurt it out, and it just comes in hot. It's like this is brings balance into your life. This brings balance into your life. What does she have coming for her? Truth. Dude, your spirit is a true seeker. Your spirit stands in the truth. Very prominent. You know what they're showing me? Medieval times. It's like, but you were the warrior, and you were a woman. I'm hearing the Valkyrie, which I've got the Valkyrie tattooed right here. Yeah, you're a female warrior. Galactic. Fucking pretty cool. I don't know if you're into that, but I'm just saying it because it's coming through, so maybe these are wonders. Asking permission from your higher self. I don't know why I heard that. Ask permission from your higher self. The message from your future self. What would your future self tell you about this? What would your future self tell you about this? Storms may bring passion, but not peace. You are never lost, but only forging a path to new worlds, too. And there is new worlds. It's like your heart is the new worlds. Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. You're going to have a deep revelation about your connection to yourself and to spirit. It's very... This tells me, you know, the Queen of Swords comes out in your energy that you're somebody who has gone through. See her way up there in those cold mountains? You know, but she's equipped. She's attuned for these mountains. It's in her blood. It's in her DNA. You know, you were built for this. There's a lot of history here. There's a lot of lineage that runs through your blood. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have native, because that's really coming through. I'm hearing the Tibetan. So like your native ancestors. You got healing energies as well. Maybe your hands get hot. You do something with your hands, place them on there. I don't know what it is, like massage therapy, or your hands are hot. They got a lot of energy. Like maybe you can even open up. You can heal with your hands. They're showing me like Jesus as he walked, she touched the robe. It's like an energy like that by faith. It's like you've been guided away from following just passions and following your soul, your heart. Okay, that's what I have for you. Physical therapy. Are you a physical therapist? Oh, my phone charger. See if this will charge my phone. You're welcome. Okay, it's charging. All right, what do we got next? Who do we got? Oh, assistant. Well, there's a reason you're there. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. My hands are all hot now. All right, Medusa's next. Here we go. At the top up here. It's so interesting. I'm seeing children in play, and my computer keeps going off, and its icon is saying Microsoft Edge closed unexpectedly. Asking me if I want to restore it. Medusa, are you pregnant? Is there something there? Huh. I felt that energy. Am I glitching you? No. Am I glitching? It's interesting. 23, it's 2:30, but really it's 33 in Idaho time, master number. I'm gonna get some channeled messages for you, Medusa. Okay, you've got struggling to be still, toxic and unhealthy, and your light triggers them. I'm being guided to pull. A new perspective is needed here. Telepathic. You have some sort of meld happening. You have some sort of meld happening. I'm seeing this song because I don't want to miss anything for you. Relax, One Love by Bob Marley. Can't stop thinking of you. So you got telepathic communication with like an outer source. Medusa, why do I feel like, and I know my energy. Are you being followed? Is there something like somebody, I know it sounds crazy, it's like Federation type, or you're being looked at or seen, or there's an energy around you, you're being observed. I know you're being protected from something toxic and unhealthy. Okay, you need to meditate. There's a need to meditate. What energy is this? Your light, your serenity, your peace. You're being guided. See, I told you, you're working with some sort of higher beings. I channel this a lot in my collective reads, a lot throughout, and I know you've watched those. Yep, and connections here. I told you. Your light triggers them. You're going as guided. You know, damn, you have some pretty awesome energy around you. Trust your connection, okay, that you're in with yourself. You have some sort of like crystalline wisdom and knowledge that is protruding, I heard. It's a big activator, and it is very much, I don't know, the soles of your feet, okay? I'm seeing blue, and see these crystals, these indigo, these blue crystals under her feet. It's like, get out barefoot, okay? It's very important, and allow the wind. It's like this, it's your ancestors, but it's like I was talking to Zerdik about this. I'm seeing this translucent being, because see him kind of guide, and here he is, he's looking for her, and she's just all this road, I'm hearing the road to El Dorado, all leads in. And she's just submersed in it. She's serene, and she's allowing that trust, that guidance. See all these little orbs, and there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of things in wisdom and knowledge that you're being upgraded with at this time. It overrides whatever that unhealthy or toxic programming thought. It's like I told you, like, you've been programmed. You know, and I do this. This sounds so freaking, I'm going to say it because I know that I need to say what comes to my mind. If it's not you, somebody's here, and it's like, there's people trapped somewhere, you know, in some way you're connected to that, or finding them, or you know that, or you have this dream. It's a connection to finding them, you know. It's like these beings, or whatever this is, it's guiding you. It's like you have the tenacity to do this. That's why all this, some people just can't literally be by you. It is. It's a telepathic connection that you have. Very, very, it almost might feel like your intuition, but it's like you get direct. And even if you speak out loud to somebody else, or you just, you know, sing a song out loud, it's like you'll catch the parts where it's communicating with you. You'll know it's a message. You're coming online. Okay. Show me the home. 10 of Wands. So it's releasing this burden. Fuck. You're stubborn son of a gun. I'll tell you what. It's like either there's somebody around you that's like not going where you're going. See, you're carrying your burdens, but there's somebody over here that has the inability to see what you're seeing, or this is you not wanting to move forward. This energy's here. You're the Empress, so you're on to it. There's something, is this a kid? You know, it's the 4. October 4th. There's just a lot of heavy energy around the home in that way, and maybe it's because There's a new shift. It's so weird. It's like telling you why. What was that spying energy? I'm just gonna look at that. What is that about? Why did I feel that? The Ten of Pentacles around the home. Seven of Pentacles. See, and there's watching. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's like, know you're protected. It's like, I want to say there's something, you're being so protected, so guided from the other side. That's what I'm saying. It's like something about the dog. I don't know what's up with this dog in this picture, but I'm being guided to look at it and see somebody's passed on and they're protecting this relationship, this home, this connection. The home is protected. The lighthouse. You know, there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. I'm also being told to tell you, like, expect your finances to improve, okay? Your seeds that you're planted are, you're going to reap your rewards and the benefit of them. You know, you had to go through this and sail your ship, you know, to all those desolate shores and islands, the rabbit holes, back through the people, these toxic and healthy, you know, people who are struggling. Some people, and I want to say this too, because this is coming through. There's an energy about you where if you call on the light, and you see somebody around you and you feel that demonic, I'm hearing depression, whether you go hug that person and you just say, I love you so much, like that energy has to flee. Have that intention in your head. If you feel like somebody's being attacked or spiritually attacked, wrap your arms around them and just give them a big hug and say, I love you, with the intention that anything that would attach themselves must leave when you touch them. Your connection's that strong. Very powerful in your energy, and you'll notice people might twitch or do certain things by you. Like, it's that spirit of, you get a lot of depression, anxiety around people that gravitate towards you because of your light. It's the only way that they can stay alive, to where they'll try to drain you, but it's like your light's needed. You have a very important connection to the realm, because you follow the guidance. Expect good things to come in for you, you know. Like I said earlier, no good deed goes done unseen. Yeah, Medusa, you are a pain in the ass. I love you. Ooh, what did Bill do? Oh, congratulations. You had twins, nieces and nephews today. Wow. Well, that's got to be prevalent, huh? Let's go, Scott Griffith. Okay, I got Christina. What up, Scott? What's up, family? Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button right now. I am just pulling a card for individuals within the collective that are watching the live chat. There's always a message within these. I think, guys, don't you? Even if it is for somebody else, it might just be, universe just works that way. It's by intelligent design. All right, Christina. I know, I have been talking about twins for months now. Okay, Christina and then Mariah. All right. Channel messages for Christina. February 2nd, it says 2/11. Make sure my phone's still charging. The timing will be perfect. I love you. 12/12. See, and you got 2s and 1s. You could 33 could be very prominent as well here. What does she need to know? Energies, signs, synchronicities for her highest good. Holy Spirit, holy angels, targeted. For the highest good. A need to journal. Targeted. Why the targeted? What's that about? Targeted. Vivid dreams, working with Star Family on ships. Targeted. Okay. Dolores Cannon. Dolores Cannon. I've been picking up on this. Somebody can channel Dolores Cannon now that she's passed on. It's like somebody channels that or you watch that. It's like if you're having that inclination that you do or you watch that or listen to that, it's like, yeah, you're a channel of that. You are a warrior of the light. Dolores is like, it's talking about time to move on away from old things and illnesses. It's like she's going to teach you how to speak to the body. Speak to the body. Openness helps. Be careful for manipulation along your path of alignment. Sometimes it feels like our head gets in the way of, you know, you gotta, somebody said the other day, you gotta draw the line between being fucking psychotic or delusional, your intuition, and superstition. And when you're first awakening, going through that dark night of the soul, it does feel like that. Hi, Shaib. Probably botched that name. Do you? All right. Show me the energy on your path right now. Show me the energy on your path. What you seek is seeking you. When you rest, it will find you. And we talked about, this is so funny, my little alien woman, working on ships with Star Family, being targeted, or like we say, what you seek is seeking you. When you rest, you'll find it. It's when you're sleeping. It's when you're sleeping. Tell me more about that. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. Time traveler. I'm hearing a time traveler. Christina, where's that deck, Spirit? Wow. I'm hearing Mark Anthony. Keanu Reeves. Angelic realms. Archangel Raphael. 3333. Tell me more about the path. Peaceful heart, inner harmony. Okay. So you have this bright imagination where you have, they're calling a visionary, being able to visualize things within your scope of things. They're a very fast manifester. Supreme being, you know, and I'm feeling that again, and I've channeled that. See, as this being sits here, it's connected and encompassed. See the hands on the shoulders that come out of, you know, the rocks. It's like anytime you're in nature, look behind his head. And it almost, if you look past it, you could envision a headdress, right? You know, as it goes out to the edge, sun god. Very interesting. It's almost like this is your evolutionary descendant in the future depicted on this card, right? This is you light years in the future, and it's like you took your consciousness from this being, and it's being teleported in some way, transferred through the frontal lobe cortex, and it's your enlightenment, and you're connected to the body that you're in now. You know, I'm hearing Optimus Prime. Jaguar spirit. The Running Man. Empty vessel. See, when you're in nature, it's easier for you to work with this energy. It needs almost the elements to be able to harness more light and energy, wavelengths through. It's how it moves through nature like that. It needs that energy from it. So you could notice too, you're somebody that things go beyond fear. It's like you're going to new realms, new heights. You're going to understand things. You're actually, can I just say this? You're awakening at a very fast rate because you're very highly upgraded and being upgraded at this time. You know, they're showing me my shoulder. If you guys go back on my community post, I went in to go check out my shoulder and it has a tear. So he was like, well, he was going through the MRI and he's going around the shoulder and all the way from my neck around, there's evenly spaced little, he goes, you already have pins in your shoulder? And I said, no, I've never had any work done on my shoulder. And out of nowhere, I woke up and my shoulder started hurting one day. So as I look, he goes, those have got to be pins or chips. And I was like, dude, they fucking chipped my shoulder. But this is what kind of reminds me of this in some way. I don't, I just think that there's a few that are definitely being observed in many ways for strong attributes within the genetic coding, and that is prevalent within your energetic imprint on this earth. Let's just say there's satellites that can see the energy body of all of us. Who's a fucking giant, who's got, galactic energy, whether we're all fucking hiding out here in these bodies from other whatever, preserving, I don't know, or we're here playing the game. I guess we'll know when we know. But it does feel very much like uncovering an attribute about this layer. You know that in some ways, I'm talking to somebody who knows whether, and I just felt something touch my back, that you're working with other beings, okay? Highly, highly evolved. I mean, turning invisible's nothing. Showing up in a cloud and having it shift. You see that baby Yoda the other day? I'm going to post it. It's like through the sun. It's such a cosmetic design, I heard. It's beautiful design. Don't second guess your connection with yourself. That's above all the most important thing. Loving on yourself, showing yourself love. If anybody in this world is going to forget you, don't let it be you. I love you. Okay, who do we have next? Oh, my phone's on 2%. I gotta go get my other charger real fast. I've got it. Okay. Here we go. Hello from the Netherlands. You are stunning. Thank you, Glenn. What's up, Matthew? Well, my phone gets to 2, man. It shuts off like that. All right, remind me where we were. Mariah? Okay. I don't know why right now I'm hearing the word ass clencher. What does that mean? All right. What do we need to know? What's in the energy? Holy Spirit, holy angels for Mariah. For the highest good. Messages of the highest good. What do we have for Mariah? Mariah. Awakening. Bottom of the deck. Divinity. Oh my gosh. I love it! Ass clencher. Who channels ass clencher and gets 2 cards like this? Maybe the universe does have you puckering up your butt cheeks right about now. I know you're a wild woman. But you're like that for a reason. You're funny. You have somebody who thinks you're funny and quirky. They like your quirkiness. You're fun. You remind people, the divine works through you. You remind people you're just funny. And maybe even do it in a dry way or sometimes, but it's something you do. It's like if you smile and turn your head, somebody's showing me that. You make places better. Where you go, places are better because you're there, Mariah. You are a beacon for others to follow, so don't hide the bright light that you are. The universe is like, fuck yeah, you're right on your path. Even if it's at work and it says right here, your dreams are never further than you can reach. And maybe sometimes you're looking for things outside of yourself, like, what's my purpose? And it's like, you do your purpose. When you just show up to work and you're a goober. You know what I mean? In the best ways. You're fun. That spreads and creates that energy for others. I gotta close this hatch real fast. Okay. All right. Tell me about the divine and the awakening. Tell me about how's Maria doing this? Tell me what she needs to know for her highest good. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. Awakening to the process of discovering your true self. Meditation, going within. Very important for you right now. You're having these realizations. I have goosebumps over my whole body. You're being guided. Trust your intuition. You got a grandma. I'm seeing somebody with dark hair who is it a grandma? Who's working with you on the other side. And I just seen a big piece of dust fly off from over there. So definitely having those experiences within your house. Okay, they're showing me because I'm getting goosebumps. They're saying when you get goosebumps, that's me loving on you. That's wrapping you in warmth of love. You could expect your dreams to be more prominent, and trust your intuition. Sometimes make sure before you react that you go within. Talk to your guides. Okay, this is a part of the awakening. Show me what I need to see. Have fun with it, because I think you do. And that's what they love about you the most. Your guides love you because you're like, okay, a butterfly. No, like literally, a butterfly. Here I go. And you're on your way. You're awakening also at a very fast rate. There's going to be a tower moment here, having to do with the way finances come to you. You know, there's a death to an old belief pattern. You know, that you're not worthy of love or that you're not good enough. To me, I've got a 2 of Cups coming in with some sort of distortion in front of it. You know, whether this is the way that you think about it, you have been getting a message about a love. You know you're connected to somebody, like why? Why do I think about this person then, or why? And you're trying to ask that question. It's like the divine says, go within and understand. Are you trying to gift somebody a crystal, or did somebody gift you a crystal? Because they're showing me this right now and it was reflecting in the sun. Maybe take a crystal when you meditate. And there is something about getting out on water. Okay, even if your feet are in it, you can alchemize good with water. Okay, so you help people to go within as well. It's kind of a gift that you have. They're like, why is she different? What is it about this person? Or, you know, it's just your energy. See, and I get real happy just talking about it because it's refreshing. You're young spirit. Such a young spirit. Playful, adventurous. Like, you like colors and you like bouncy. You know, like fun. Your energy just feels like you have a lot of energy, dude. A lot of energy. So when you project that to any place, like you can watercolors, I don't know if it's just like getting creative with colors, whether you just do that and that's how you meditate and get into spirit here. You have a new beginning. You have a new start. Told you, dreams are prominent here. Trust in your dreams. Trust in these meditations. See, in both of these, it's like they're awakening. They're opening their eyes are closed and they're with the divine awakening. Yeah, there's a lot here about trusting your process. What does she have for in love coming towards her? What does she have for in love? Holy Spirit, holy angels. In love for beautiful Mariah. I keep hearing goofy butt. Ugh. Is my deck upside down? No. Mariah, why the Ace of Swords in reverse and the 8 of Wands in reverse? 8 of Pentacles. Somebody has to make a decision about you, or you make a decision about them. You know, somebody is really focused on growing something, or this is you. You have a lot of options, so use your intuition, because what the hell is my problem? The throat chakra, the lie. Ace of Swords in reverse and 8 of Wands. Somebody might watch you, okay? I had it in reverse when it first came out. I look back down, it's in the upright. So there is a message here, but I want to say, use your discernment, because I feel like somebody here is affected by your light. They might say something rude. There might be something that is said in some way. You have an air of jealousy around you, okay, or somebody that's obsessive in some way. And I think it has to do with your connection and how you've just let go and let be. You're like Brave. You're the redheaded gal in the Disney movie who she just wants to ride her horse, haunt and play. You know, she wants to be free. She doesn't want to wear a fucking dress. You know, and that intimidates somebody here about you. That intimidates somebody here about you, how you can just go off and it's like, what are you doing? You know shit? You know shit, your intuition's on. People know that. Kind of freaks them out a little bit. But look for communication that comes through that you'll know the difference between the truth of it and not. Exactly. You'll know a truth seeker and somebody who is aligned with you from the one that's not. Somebody might profess to be spiritual or that and actually be a liar in some way. You're going to see that, you know, whether it's a reader or somebody in your life or it's religion. You're just like, ugh, miss me with that shit. I love you because you are such a cutie. Okay, that's what I have for you, beautiful. You got a watcha. What's up, beautiful lady? Jen? Gorgeous Casey, love your hair. Thank you. I highlighted it yesterday by myself. I capped that stuff. Put a cap on it. Pop top again. If I could bend forever. So I figured we might as well brighten it up. All right. Can you get anything for me? Sarah. There's a list. Can you put her towards that? She's rizzing. What does that one mean again? Rizzing? Thank you, Constance. She said I did a great job. You know, there's a lot about we can learn about instead of reacting that we actually, you know, think about it. Our reaction is our action. You know, that's our power. What are we willing to give over? Charisma. Charisma. Who do I have next? Nacho Daddy. Just look up Goose Wayne on YouTube if you want to learn about Riz. Okay. Goose Wayne. I'll remember that. My mom, her nickname's Grandma Goose with the kids. Goose Wayne. What's up? Okay. I'm 51 and I have no clue what the younger ones say. Yeah, I told my kids, I said, why do you guys speak in that? And they're like, Mom, you're being sus. And I'm like, what the fuck is sus? Suspicious. So now I'll tell my kids when they're like, yeah, I did my chores. And I'm like, you're being sus. And they're like, Mom. I'm like, what? It's fucking cool when you say it, but when I want to say it, it's not cool. We don't use it like that. And I'm like, so suspicious normally means one word. Remember when they tried to make Bonics? It was the Native American, or why do I say that? African American. They came up with their own bubonics or whatever the hell it was. Their own language that was a little different. There's a place for you on the list, darling. Hello, Pickles. I got Ash. Okay, Constance, Sarah, can you put, who was just asking? Ebonics, thank you. I'm hooked on phonics. Okay, for Ashley. I'm hearing traitor. Hearing tomboy. They keep showing me a truck backing up and hooking to a trailer. Is it a camping trailer? It's showing me that in my mind. You know, and that could represent going out. I don't know if it's for camping or if that just means something to you. Okay. What's in the energy? What does she even know? What's in her energy for the highest good of Ash? What does she need most? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. You had the power all along. Now you need to just believe it. Okay, so you have an energy of empowerment coming towards you. When it gets dark, remember that the sun always rises. See, you've been through some shit. You've been through some stuff, perhaps loss, you know. Don't be afraid to walk alone, I'm hearing. Don't be afraid to walk alone and forge new paths. It's like your guides are saying you could never be further from the truth. When it gets dark, remember that. So it's like a disbelief maybe in here. What's in the energy that's being worked on, healed through right now that we're looking at for Ash? Guidance, love. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. My name's Casey. I am a psychic medium and intuitive. I am taking a list of names for free, and I'm just read a few cards for you guys. If you do resonate with me, you can get a personal read. Check out my email, and you can email me there, and we'll set it up. What's this healing? What is this going through? I need to understand. We've got a lone rider out here. You've had the power all along. Now you just need to believe in it. Heart opening. Listen. Listen. Oh, I just got goosebumps. The wind. It's like the wind talks to you. I'm hearing the wind talkers. That was a good movie. Native American. Open your heart center and listen to your intuition. It will always lead you in the right direction. You now have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. Let your light shine from your heart and experience what the universe has always wanted for you. It's like going out on a limb. I'm hearing that. Go out on a limb. Maybe there's this element or fear of, you have a new beginning. You have something that's opening up for you. And I think that whether it's survivor's guilt or remorse or, just having a hard time getting this started, it's like the more you see, you just believe in it, or you walk with the universe, you follow the signs and synchronicities, you're being led. You're hearing things in a different way. It feels like you're a guide in some ways. You help people look at things in a different way perhaps they normally wouldn't. Or your perspective. You're opening your heart, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, it takes a lot to do that. And I said traitor, when I first got on here. So maybe this was a wound that you went through. New beginnings, new doors are opening, and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. It is time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You are being asked to only bring your new self into this next chapter. Open your heart and listen here. This is a message of encouragement for you. Let your passions be ignited. It doesn't have to look like what it looked like before. Recreate it. Feel the emotions and the passions. Open yourself up. Be vulnerable to love deeper, to have more fun, I don't know why I see two people like tickling each other. It's like the universe's way of saying, lighten up, Maybe there's some... Oops, I was cutting out. Maybe there's just something about roughhousing and playing. Within your energy, though, there also, whether this is just a thought or somebody that has portrayed this or played this part in your life, you have betrayal revealed. The situation will reveal to you the intentions behind it. Whether it is you betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation, you are being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. So there's going to be something that comes out for you, and it feels like it kickstarts this new beginning. It's like once this is revealed, perhaps you already know this intuitively. Let me check out this energy. What's the betrayal? Congratulations on your new beginning. See it, envision it, and move towards it. Even with the thoughts, I will be great at this. I will be able to do this. Yeah. About a love, so a new start in some ways. I don't know if you started something or you had a false start with somebody in some way. Listen to yourself, okay? The Nine of Cups in reverse. Why the Page of Cups? Got intuition. Five of Cups. I feel like, okay, I want to say three's more than a crowd, but there was a lot of, or in the energy there is a lot of, I heard deceiving, in some way. there's deception in the way that something's looked at or not seen at the same time, or there is, you could be reminiscing in the past about some sort of betrayal here, looking at it for what it was. This is what's going to be revealed, that don't self-sabotage stuff. Know when it's too many people and it's playing games and you're feeling blocked, because behind that, follow your intuition. You have the levers. You have this choice between yourself becoming empowered, standing in your intention to move forward. It's not an easy path, but when you listen to yourself and you open up your heart, it's going to guide you. You have the power all along to take back what was yours, I heard, to take back what is rightfully yours. And it feels like it's your heart. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups, this is somebody who's single, It's been you've gained a lot of strength overcoming, leaving people behind. I told you there's that feeling of remorse here in some way. Not that it's you, or people just wish they treated you better, wish they seen you, for how you could have helped them in some way. I would be surprised if you don't start to get these realizations, because something's revealed here. You got the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. I think somebody was playing some sort, I want to say a game in some way, or just wasn't being truthful, or your intuition's dead on about it. So if you're wondering if you're going to get an answer, I believe you will. I believe you'll get the answer you're looking for, whether this comes from you have a realization about a situation or something that was, it's grown you. Know that it's grown you. That's what I have for you. You're welcome. Welcome to the list, Sarah. All right. Thank you, guys. Let me know if those resonate with you. If you want a personal reading with me, you can email me at angeldynasty33@gmail.com. Ashley, you're so very welcome. Oops, sorry, Butch. Constance. Ooh, girl. Oh, girl. Congratulations. This tips over in my hand as I reach for my spiritual deck, for my golden soul deck, for my You're Like Gold. And I'm hearing that song, I used to shine like gold, now I'm all indigo. And it's like that purge, your crown chakra is just being blown wide open. It's like you're receiving the information that you need to receive, heavily working with Archangel Michael. There is something here, and I know that there's a fear behind it, but you are very connected to crystals. Pendulum, he keeps showing me the pendulum I have hanging by Archangel Michael. You have many ways to divinate. They're also showing me coffee cups. Don't be afraid to expand your horizons. Use your creativity. You're going to keep growing in it. The thing with coffee cups, I don't know why this is coming through for you, but they're like... because they're showing me bone casting, and you know how to do this. You've already divinated with this in other lives. You're very creative. That's why you have this gift of imagination and intuition. You can make things and have them be their own signs and synchronicities, whether you cut pieces of tree and write on them, on the branches, and you make your own little runes, whatever. They could be your own signs, your own depictions. Like, you get to create something here, that's in alignment with the way that your consciousness works. Your creator, and it goes, especially within the business. I get it. I'm a tarot reader. We don't make a buttload of money on here. And so I want to say expect blessings, as far as the more you reach out, the more you do. I'm seeing an awesome deck, and I'm seeing this deck, and it could just even be this and have the writing on it. You know what I mean? And it's just handmade, and people will love it. It's like... people, when they watch you, it's like, wow, because you do a lot of the readings like this now, and it really brings people back to, one, how do people know what they know? It's very intriguing. Two, we want to look into it, and it feels to me like you do have a lot of people that get jealous over you, your delivery, something about your voice. It's like a siren. It brings in, it's like the voice of God, the gold, the frequency, and it's very tranquil. Those that know, they know the sound of God's voice, that frequency, and you have that. And it feels like there's some religious leaders, or in some way where that paradigm or that archetypal energy that manifests on others really try to, especially females. Feels like there's a lot of female jealous energy around what you do, and it's not, you're you, and it's your smile, it's your delivery, it's your genuine. They can't get that, they can't clone that, they can't bottle it, they can't sell it. It's just you. It's a gift, and it's yours. You've earned it. It's your. It is sacred capsules that are held for you. Tell me about this energy for Constance. Ha! Love you. I love you, God. You've got authentic expression. Told you. And look, it's like at the Godhead. See that? You can see the eyes up here. The nose, the crown. It's like your mouth. It's the frequency at which it comes out. This is like, reminds me of the phoenix, but it's also reminding me of a pheasant for some reason. The pheasant. It's a very ancient energy. Look at that. Powerful. You've been this being, you harness it on other planets. Definitely, you feel very Pleiadian to me. Kindred soul, kindred spirit. You have a very powerful gift with lightening up your expression. Light it up is what I'm hearing. It's something about the way you do work with electricity too. I have those lights behind me. It's like doing something like that. It's about, like, I don't know. You get pulses of information. Pulses, I'm seeing 312. Pulses of information through electricity somehow. It's like this energy moves through stuff like that. I'm telling you, because it is dense. It takes a lot of power. That's why our phones die quick. There's a lot of energies. You work with a lot of energies. Talked about your mediumship abilities, haven't we? Flow of life. Go with the flow of life. Feel the neutrality from within, the soothness, the flow when you are in that alignment. Your authentic expression. Express yourself authentically to release inner freedom and clarity. It's your gift. It flows like butter from you. It is, I can see you doing fun things with your channel. For those of you that don't know, Constance C has her own tarot channel. I think she's more of an oracle, though she does read tarot. She's very a channeler. She's got this cognitive, precognition, these things that come in. Dreams are heavy here too. There's a lot going on in the house with those twins, the Watchers. And you've got this translucent being that's working with you. Very, very tall. It's electricity. I've channeled this. I believe it was in the Cancer read. On the All Signs I just did. Go check out that read. It's in the live section. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it was, it feels like that. There might be something in there for you too. Okay. What do we need more of right now? What are we needing more of to keep this flow going? What's the guidance? Keep this flow going. For Constance. Wow. Okay. Embrace the change. So today's collective read was about that inability to change in some way or going through it. No, you're being supported. Go on this adventure. It's like the more you do get outside my crown chakra, it's just like going off right now. You're transforming in some ways. I want to say there's shapeshifters that work with you, energies that's like it can move on to dogs, or you know what I mean, and it's a benevolent. I'm told you, it's like this big tall translucent being. It's saying you have all the support in the world. You're not a lone wolf. We're your tribe. There's feel like there's somebody that tries to do some sort of moon magic, or they do something with the moon water. I don't know if I'm seeing like a piece of paper, or I don't know if it's your name. They're showing me Constance C on a thing, but something like that. And it's just like to keep you drowning in emotions in some ways. So I just call that off of you and I break that free. Release that. Those are projections, and that energy must go. Release any bonds, ties through any energetic gateways, portals that may have attached themselves to Constance or her channel in any way, shape, or form. Constance, just say, I call back my power and my source of energy that has gone anywhere that it is not for my highest good. I call it back with love and light. Archangel Michael. Releasing it from the heart. It feels like I'm seeing Andromedans right now, and I'm seeing this blue very, it looks like it's a force field. It's like what would be under a ship if you've seen it. It's very interesting energy. It's a lot. It's magnified. Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, we just fill that in with love and light, and we send back that energy to where it belongs. This is a child of God, Yeshua, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. This is a Magdalene spirit, somebody who walks with God and is here for the highest good. And as part of the light army, we just extend our wings out around, and we send her love and light and lift her up. And may you always walk in the light of the universe. Girl, have you been emotional lately? Or like the blockage within? It's like, even if it does flow, let it flow. There's a lot of how your consciousness opening up. There's told you, it's a very interesting energy that you're working with. I don't know if I can quite it's a different it looks like this blue color right here. It's cosmic. There's an air about water here too. I'm working with that energy as well. Imagine golden light as you take a bath or a shower going over you, connecting with the, oh my gosh, now I see Darth Vader in the sky, or one of his guys. Check this out. Yesterday I seen fucking Yoda. Oh, it shifted. Damn it, I seen his face right there. Huh. But anyways, what I was saying. These clouds are so cool out here. Constance, you got it going on, girl. Focus on your intention with everything that you do. Stormtrooper, yeah, it was so cool. I'll have to post that one. Oh, look at that little wank up there. Looks like an angel. I wore my Darth Vader shirt today. Seriously, Medusa? That's freaking awesome. I've got Obi-Wan and Kenobi here. Yeah, this guy's been doing some crazy stuff. Alright, Sarah's next. Okay. Oh, and we're in and out for Sarah. Advice. Advice for Sarah. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Acceptance wanted to pop out. You might be having something show up for you that you're going to have some sort of radical acceptance about. You need to speak up about 319. I'm saying 319. March 19th. Angel numbers are prominent here. Universe, advice, guidance, balance. Okay, maintaining balance. It's very important. There is a thing here with the moon. I would be interested to see what your moon is in. If you watch a lot of readings, you can look up your free birth chart and put in your time, date, place of birth, and it will show you all of your placements. If you do know your moon, there's a need to balance that out, that attribute, that element. I feel like I don't know if it's a Pisces, it's Cancer or Pisces. There's a prominent placement you have in Cancer or Pisces that comes through for you, Sarah. I seen relationships, but then I also heard the mothership. So harmony in relationships, finding balance. More of her energy. What are we doing here? Communication. Okay. So effective communication. you guys, I don't know why I'm saying this, but you two people here are being led back together by a greater force for the greater good. Whether this is just rekindling a friendship or embarking on a journey of some sort where there's a immense amount of, it's a connection, it's a deep understanding here. You have somebody coming towards you that's going to bring you some balance, or you them. There's a very balanced energy. Tell me more. Insight. This is the insight that you've been needing. You know, this is the light. I don't know. Did you make a wish for somebody? God is good. Beautiful prayer. My heart feels lighter. I love you, Constance. Thank you for the $9.99. I love you so much. I love doing energy work, clearing that stuff out. My chest feels lighter too, you know. It's that golden light. They just keep saying, work on that golden light. That's the insight here for you. Sarah, insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. You know, there's something here about special communications, you know, and I do feel like in a way you would be a very good channeler. Whether your dreams, or you get these impressions, or you're driving and you kind of zone out, it's like your guides are trying to work with you. Or if you see this person's name everywhere, I'm sorry, but I really feel like this has to do with love. Okay, I really do. I feel like there's a passed on loved one, or something that's bringing two people together to have some sort of commonality, some sort of shared insight here. Thank you again, Constance, for the $9.99. You're so awesome. I love you. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. You are amazing. See, and that's it. It's like I even said that out loud. You are amazing. And I want to say that there is a feeling here in the energy that says somebody's feeling this adoration. Love birds, two blue birds speaking up to each other. I'm telling you, there's a communication here about, so you inspire somebody, or you're inspired by somebody. This is what's in your energy. There is a connection here. Ba da da da. So this is love. So this is the miracle that I've been dreaming of. Ooh. This is love. So this is love. Inspiration. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. Be free-flowing, free-thinking. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to it. You will find love. This is in your future, you know. Tell me about this, lovebirds. Tell me about this, lovebirds, for the highest good of Sarah, Holy Spirit. This is somebody that maybe you once were a family with. It doesn't have to be another relationship. You know, it could be your parents, you know, but it just shows this energy that shows up. It came out in reverse. So this love perhaps is something that you felt was lost and gone. This is your ultimate happiness, your heart's desire, the 10 of Cups. You definitely have shared something spiritually with somebody in some way. There's a connection on a very deep level here. You know, and I'm seeing a kid's dad here. I'm seeing a father figure. I'm seeing the tribe leader. I'm seeing there is definitely something here about love being reunited and coming back. I almost feel like somebody's waiting for you. Like when they get coffee, they having coffee with you is, you know, or these sit downs. Somebody wants to have a sit down here and explain or express something, because you've got communication and insight coming about a love. It's the way that somebody's feelings feel for you, or you them. The Emperor. Somebody wants to take action, like it's like this back and forth energy. What can you expect from this? What can you expect? What's the advice from the universe? Advice from the universe. That teetered on the edge. The truth shall set you free. Somebody's having a hard time speaking a truth here. Allow it to make you you're honorable. Be honorableness. You know, maybe you, with the 10 of Pentacles, even if you've suffered, or, you know, they say when you lose all of your money and everybody you loved around you is really when you find out who you are. And, you know, your energy shows up as you're very insightful for somebody. And I also want to say that somebody wants to meet you on a playing field. You guys have both, whatever this is, has made you guys stronger for the greater good of all. You know, there's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of seeds that were planted in. There's a lot of work. I feel like somebody's going to be putting in some work. I'm telling you, they want to speak about something. So there's a need to communicate, and I feel like it is coming. Your truest feeling, their truest feelings, they could say anything right now. What would their truest feelings be? Their truest feelings. Some sort of insight, Holy Spirit, holy angels, for the highest good. I see now how my behavior has affected you, and it is a painful feeling. You did not deserve that, and I will make things right. Justice 11. So there's communication about somebody wanting to do something right here for the highest good of all. It's like the universe. If there's angels here that like somebody either talks to or sees the angel numbers, I said that earlier, or just hasn't paid attention to them. What are they saying? What are you thinking about when you're seeing these synchronistic numbers? You know, there's a reason. All right, that's what I have for you, babe. Oh, and what would your higher self tell you about this situation? From your future self, I heard 2 cards. What you seek is seeking you. When you rest, it will find you. As you connect to spirit, you will draw closer to your higher self. It's like, dude, you're seeking for a piece of yourself. It's like, you're so beautiful. You have a beautiful spirit, beautiful, strong soul. You know, it's like you're determined to awaken, you know, and let things transform you. Beautiful. All right, Jan, Alicia. Jan, I'm hearing right now, sit down. Let's have a talk. It's time to sit down. Let's sit down. Maybe somebody did that or does that. You know, it's time for a sit down. All right, pertaining to thoughts, emotions, feelings, fears. Help me to interpret these messages for Jan for the highest good. I'm seeing the number 888. Union. Got union. My heart just like dropped to my pinky toe. Got so nervous for a second. It's like almost like a union with yourself. You know, it does feel a reconciling, coming back together, second chance, and rebuilding. All right. It's like I get encapsulated in this energy. It's almost like I gaze. Everything is more beautiful. It's still and it's calm. Beautiful energy. It's like maybe there's something here. Okay, there's something here. See that blue flame between them? Blue flame. You might want to look into that. Blue is the hottest part of the flame. It's also an ancient flame. It's one that burns in that. What movie is that? It's in Thor, where the Mjolnir was his first hammer was made at or from that fire. Star energy. I've been meditating a lot more. Last night I felt such a heat in my chest and my stomach. Also, I saw a handcuffing the left wrist. I also saw fireball, like little bursts of fire. Coming back together, rebuilding. Tell me more. Anything else for the union out of this deck? Okay, I'm being guided to use this deck. What's the energy behind the union? Cleansing. Okay, there's some sort of forgiveness, there's some sort of letting go, there's some sort of releasing, understanding, and realization behind this. Cleanse your mind and negative spirits. Cleanse your mind and negative spirits. Remove negative energy. Your hands. Okay. There is, I'm seeing, okay, so this is a part of your spiritual gift. I also do this. I also have learned to do this. You can heal pieces of your body. One time I was in the tub and my right leg, my left leg was 2 inches shorter, an inch and a half shorter than my right leg. No kidding. And I had a guy who used to use chi, right? And he did work on me and my leg grew, which I know that spirit, I know that energy now. So I called on the Christ that energy, the healing power of love. And I literally put my hands together and I just go with it, whatever it's guide. Even if I clap them because it gets that energy going, or my fingers, I just allow my body to move. So I've learned how to do my own energy healing, and I just close my eyes in a meditation. I just go get guided. Like right now I'm seeing a big owl that's like coming up out of fire. And it's had its wings out like this, and it was coming up off of the fire like water. Fire was on top of the water, and it was glowing like this color. So it's like you're getting imprints. You work with spirit animals too. It's really cool. You can heal in that way, and you can work with other. It's like birds, and they're chirping right now. Very cool, very powerful healing energy that you have. Trust it. Flow with it and go with it. Awareness. Allow it. Allow your awareness of yourself just to let it go. Don't judge. Don't. You're definitely in an awakening right now. Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. Yeah, because when I got into your energy, it felt like that. I felt very aware. Everything. The clouds, the movements, the sound of the wind. It's like you can harness this energy. I want to say, if this isn't somebody else, I'm going to ask the tarot, but I feel like this is you with you. You with your higher self. Joy. You guys are like, yes, you in spirit. It's a walk. I heard it's a walk to remember, maintain hope. There is love here. There is transformation that's happening, I heard by both parties. Where the green grass grows. Where the green grass grows. There's something about being in the field. I don't know if this is a picnic or just being out. That I'm just like, and dandelions, like, I don't know, this sounds a little crazy, but look at recipes for using dandelions to eat, whether you put it in your, you can eat up to a cup of them, and it's got over 5 million or 1,000 antioxidants, vitamins, and your guides are like saying, look into the dandelion root, and you can eat the whole thing. They're talking about putting it in within like your muffins or breakfast or something. There's something there. It's an energy that your body knows how to alchemize with for deeper insight. It's plant medicine in a way. All right. What's coming towards her at this time? What's coming toward her? Okay, so there is, seeing you got the Emperor again. And strength. You're going to have strength to stand up to somebody in some way that feels like this. You know, whether it's your own self that makes you feel like that, but it does feel like it's tied to somebody else where balance comes back in at. So you have an energy that comes around that feels in the Lovers in reverse. You're letting go. You're letting go of something here. Tell me about the union. What's this union? Six of Pentacles. Your humanitarian self, the way you look at things. Okay, so you're leaving something behind that wasn't built on the proper foundation, yeah, with the death here again, and you're moving towards, it's like the more you focus on this union with yourself and your abilities, it's like the universe is going to be very diligent with you. You know, you're a humanitarian doing humanitarian work here. You're here to bring awareness and joy to others. You're a healer. Look at these hands, you know. Look at these hands and this person just out here by themselves. You know, you needed the space and time to be able to do this. It might blow your mind, but just go with it, okay? Allow yourself to explore, talk to your guides, ask. They're there, and you're going to be on to something big, okay? I'm going to tell you that. You're going to be on to something big. The advice from your higher self, from your future version self, from your future self. When you start, the path appears, so take a step in any direction. Look at all that energy. Just waiting there for you to work with it. Your roots go deep. You have lots of modalities, not just one. And those that you haven't even heard of yet. So, it's very beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. You made me cry. I love you. That's the spirit of love, darling. That is the spirit of God's love for you. Your goodness, you know, and you're honorable. You know, honor your path and honor your soul and your spirit. You were made for so much. You know, all those people that said you couldn't or didn't validate your ideas, that was the problem. You were waiting for others to validate. Now, I'm just seeing rock on, you know. Be different, be unique, go with it. And then try it out and trust. You know, when I first started doing light language in front of people, they're like, what the fuck? You know, people still think it's odd and they don't understand it, and I get that. But I know the power behind it and my intention behind it's pure, you know, and a lot of people are scared of what we don't know. You know, if we can't, what the fuck did you just say? You know, are you casting a spell or, you know, that's discernment goes a long ways. We all have amazing gifts. We're magnificent. You know, can we get past the flesh and understand, fuck it, if I want to do a handstand and, you know, cross my pinky toe, my big toe and my middle toe together, I'm going to do it. If I feel like that harnesses energy, I'm going to fucking do it. You know? Whatever. And spirit loves that, you know, get creative. It's so boring being in the box. What up, Zerdik? We were talking about you as always. Constance is blue. Constance is a part of the mod squad. Forgot to tell you, welcome in. I know. We've got late observers. Constance is blue. It's so funny he says that, right? And what did I channel in your reading? I see this big blue energy. And he says, you're blue. Ha. Gotta love it. What up, Raymond? All right, who am I working with here? There's a baker, somebody that bakes. I don't know if there's something. I'm seeing apple pie. Something about baking and comfort food. First thing I thought of too. Coincidences. There's no coincidences. Got to stretch for a moment. By the way, guys, my shoulder is getting better, slowly but surely. We're working on that. Alicia, Dominic, Nacho, and Mia. Alicia. Ladybug. The ladybug. I heard a message of inspiration. The energy. Show me the energy. It's working with Alicia right now. The guidance and the energy that's working with Alicia right now. What are you guys trying to guide her to understand at this time? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael. Have I channeled that for you before? I've been channeling that and it really aligns. AA, Archangel Azrael, Alicia. Archangel. Alright. I am a psychic, intuitive, channeled, oracle, balance, protection. Boy, you're doing some out of this world travels. I see you on a different planet. It's so interesting. It's like, and now I'm like kind of giggling because it brought me back to my dream. I'm like, and I'm just looking at this, you know, but this hand, I'm like, I know this place, I know this system. And it's like, I remember walking up to Alicia, this sounds so funny, but you have long, it's in a ponytail all the way back and it's a long black hair. It's like an antenna kind of, it's interesting. Very tall and you're in white. And you're kind of like a white and light blue, your outfit's white. But it's like we're on another planet and I'm like talking to you right now. It's so funny. In my mind's eye, it's like, wow. Hello. Yeah, you're doing all this galactic stuff too. Really doing a lot of work. DNA. So your DNA is being upgraded as well. Fuck. Levitating. You have the gift to levitate. I would say no more, Jace. Levitating. I just see the body going out, but I look close on this hand and it's like I can see these stairways of DNA moving around throughout the DNA. You know, so what's the importance behind this? What are we doing here? Show me the energy. Show me the energy for Alicia. What does she need to know? Harmonize with energies within yourself, achieving equilibrium and inner peace. Shield yourself from negativity and harm. Surround yourself with the divine light. Very important. Envision that golden light all the way around you. And I just put it around you intentionally with love and light as I did that. You know what's so crazy? As I closed my eyes, I seen this big pyramid. And it has a face on it. What the hell is that thing called? It's like a rock, but the face is on it. I think I seen it as a kid in the movies. You know, in the opening up in the movies, it's like Paramount or whatever, and they do Fox 20, or they do that little skit with the lights, or that has the stars that go around. It was a pyramid. And I'm like, how the fuck did I see it? It's all in gold. As soon as I touched that card, it is a pyramid, and it's got a head. It's got that headdress that's got the pharaoh. It's got a pharaoh on it. Interesting. Yeah, it's like the Sphinx, but it's not. The face is a man with the nose. It's elongated. Wow. Never had that. Very interesting. As soon as I did that energy over you, I seen the pharaoh. Okay, I seen this. It is the pharaoh. What is this time? Okay, I'm like going back in this cave right now. I'm like in Egypt, okay? Or in that, what is it? Asia, it's, Asia. Saudi Arabia desert. Saudi Arabia desert. It's very interesting because there's no mountains. It's like the mountains, it goes in as like faces, and there's faces on all of these mountains in this cave all the way down as I'm traveling through my mind, and I'm going through a tunnel. And when I first got on here, I said, you're definitely doing something. And it's like, and I've already worked with you, like I seen that, but there is something here with gold. You know, it does have to do with gold. And Constance too, you know, one's energy, but Alicia, for you, it's like actual gold, you know, and somehow you protect it, or you do something with it, or you know about gold. It's like the gold that was on the pyramids. You watcher. You're like a watcher. It's like, it's almost because you're protecting something cosmic within it. It's very interesting energies that are working together here. Out of mind, out of body. Out of mind, out of body. So what are you doing? Now they're showing me Obi-Wan and Kenobi here. Self-acceptance. All parts of yourself with all self-compassion and forgiveness. Wow, they're talking about metals right now. I don't know how this is prevalent or why, but they want me to channel. It's about metals, gold. It's like the History Channel. I don't know if you've been watching it or something about that. Like, you wrote some sort of history, you know some sort of history, and like, I know this sounds fucking wild, but it's like your guides come through the TV and like literally talk to you as like this, ask for the message in your mind, and they're going to show you through the History Channel, Discovery Channel it's the History Channel, because I'm seeing the H, which is the number 8. Very interesting energy. It's like prosperity, prosper. You preserve things. Very on a much spiritual. It's like understanding something now. You can't know it. It's like you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing great things. You're being, dude, you're so fucking awesome. It's like there's a reason why certain people couldn't be around. It's to keep them safe. Because I want to say you do work with a sacred, and I'm seeing the union. It's like somebody else. You're working with somebody else. It's like you two originate from the same energy. But somebody has like a hybrid energy where they can harness something else. It's very interesting. Very interesting energy. You know, when you're tied to the Akash, you can kind of see all of those things. And when your intention is to connect with somebody, so whether this is just a dream you're having, you know, with the elaboracy within it, maybe you are tired when you wake up, you know, and you're feeling that in some ways. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. awakening in prayer, a prayer warrior. You know, have gratitude for these, you know, it's like your sacrifice to wanting worldly, fleshy things, to happy homes. I mean, we all want that, but it's like this is what drove you to this next version of yourself. With the self-acceptance, there was a lot about getting back into order with yourself, your self-acceptance, who you let in, how easy it is for people to try to manipulate, or, you know, you've really, a loneliness. It's been a lonely road. You've got prayer and awakening here. You know, your prayers are powerful, and I want to say your words as well. They're showing me Krishna. And I want to say, isn't Krishna, he's like the Christ, but isn't he all about forgiveness? Right? I don't know. I haven't really gotten into all of that. You know, I just, when I hear it, I channel it. So it's like being very powerful in your prayers, in your self-acceptance. You know, take me, Spirit, take me, God, to the ends of myself so I can multiply in love. I'm feeling the Mary Magdalene spirit here too. Just very unconditionally loving. You know, you're meant to awaken others. You know, you're destined to be on the path that you're on. And when you're feeling like you're not guided, you know, ask for the guidance. Ask. And then make sure that you're also listening. I do want to say that you are working with somebody else in spirit. It does feel like an energy. It's another part of you. I would say it would be your twin flame. And then this just blows over in the wind, which says truth. So if you've had those inklings, your energy, can I just say, since I've been reading for you over the last, what? How long, babe? 8 months? You have evolved so much. Like the energies that you work with, self-acceptance, it's like there's still some things that linger, but it's like that's your key, that's your strength. You know, I'm really proud of you. You've grown so much. Yeah, respect is number 1 on the list. Okay, Dominic, here we go. I love you, Alicia. Warm apple pie. Dude, there's like a whole galactic war going on in these clouds right now. I see like so many soldiers and ships, and it's freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. Pretty cool. Uh-oh. Did somebody delete Alicia? Okay, why? Hello? Thank you, Matthew. I do too. It is the Tibetan healing flute. Frequency. It's about a frequency. I love you, Jason. Thanks you. Demonic. Dominic. I said demonic. All right. What do we have? I know some of these message guys, they're a lot. You're getting them because I know it's not your typical, you know, he said, she said bullshit. There really is. This is guidance for your soul, for your higher self, you know, so that this person in you can understand why you're going, what you're going through. This is guidance to have hope. You know, you guys are so magnificent of beings. The more you delve into knowing yourself, you're going to realize these attributes that you have. And they'll freak you out at first, you know. The things that you know, when you really delve into it, it's like put your face to the wind and hold your head high. You know, be prosperous in your thoughts. Make good things for the highest good of all come, you know. For Dominic. Show me the energy for Dominic. The guidance. What are we working on here for Dominic? You've got 2 cards that come out. You've got determination and friendship with embracing change. So you could be going through... I wonder if this isn't with yourself. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. There's a message here to maintain hope and determination at this time. Your spirit guides are saying, You're very creative too, because as I'm in your energy, I'm able to see even more faces in the clouds, and it looks like a big dog. You're just fun. You know, you have a really fun energy, and you have friendship that comes out here. I want to say, if this isn't already somebody in your life, expect to be met on the same level of friendship at what you give. Somebody who sees the transformation, is able to embrace change, understand that you are different now, or that they're different now, but in some ways, you know, it is a beacon. You know, you are this transformative light for others. You're being guided to face challenges with determination, that you can achieve everything. Cherish your friendships. They are harbors for your soul. You know, that's beautiful. They are harbors for your soul. Embrace change and welcome in new possibilities. Okay, so what's the new possibilities coming in here? What's the possibilities here? You have a guardian angel. See, and my nose started itching before that, so I'm almost curious, and I don't think I've ever gotten this. Soul light. Holy shit. Excuse my French. You have a very powerful guardian angel that you work with. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. A new guide. Connect with your higher self. Wow. I don't know if you're very spiritual or not. You know, I know some people but I really feel like you're embracing or embarking on an adventure of what else is out there. It's like maybe you do. Do you have an imaginary friend, or like it feels like that? You have somebody that guards you, walks with you, or maybe you, I don't know, laugh in your own head. It's beautiful. There is a guardian angel here. I've never gotten this card. Never. Guardian angel. Your angel will always be by your side, ready to offer protection and guidance. It's like, give me it. What do you want to do? Where are we going? You know, what do you want to set free? Ask me. You just have to invoke your angel. Ask them. I'm asking my guardian angel of light. You got light, soul light, you know, which I believe you are a guide for others in other times. Like now you're down here doing the mission. They want to make you proud. You need to ask your guides for help. They're your friends. You know, I'm telling you, if you don't have a close friend, it's like, dude, your best friend is your guardian angel. I don't want to say I'm here, we kick it tight. So whatever that means, embrace the change. It's like, dude, your determination to understand and recognize something on a deeper level is your soul's desire. You want to connect with yourself. So it's like you're intellectually, you're very smart. You like the way that things work, or the way you're like got this inventor, very creative energy. Pay attention to this like small trinkets that might come out in your mind, like an easier valve for a hose or something that helps. It's like this just blew over here. Openness helps. It is 3:52. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number 10 you could see a lot too. Openness helps. Blue over here. So be open to the ideas, because it is like, I'm hearing millionaire. Like you could invent something, you'll have the guidance. You already know it. You've brought it to this planet before. It feels like it has to do with water too. You know, purification of water, taking the salt out of the water, so that there's clean water. You know, it really feels like you help heal the land. You have this guidance. You're an inventor or some sort of... I'm hearing anthropology. What is an anthropologist? Just listen to the guidance. You do have a very strong guardian angel, and your guides just want you to stay determined. Stay determined on this path. You want me to pull an angel number for you? 1515 clarity and 1414. So the synchronicities are real here. Keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is all around you. Your affirmation: creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. Possibilities. Building strong foundations creates stability and welcomes in possibilities. All possibilities exist and are amplified when gratitude is felt for the foundations that they are built off of. So the gratitude for the hard to see the light. I am grateful for all that is and all that will be, for for the highest good of all. I trust in the possibilities of what I desire or something greater. Yeah, the archetypal thing. Fucking Nacho. Study of human culture. Thank you, anthropology. Really cool energy. All right, who do I got next? You feel that energy? That was a pretty cool read. If you guys do want a personal read with me, you can email me at angeldynasty33@gmail.com. I got Nacho. I heard, are you picking up what I'm putting down? My right ear is ringing really loud. Nacho Daddy. What do we have? What do we have here? Higher self, energy, soul's guidance. Soul's guidance. Wow, that got a little crazy back there. Release the past. Release the past. Confidence and courage. Faces life's adventures and challenges. Having the confidence, the inner peace. This is beautiful. Find and maintain inner peace to enjoy tranquility and stability. Sacred moments. Seize the sacred moments to experience precious revelations in life. Okay, what are you doing here? You're definitely working, your third eye is opening, I will say that, because all around me I see, it's interesting, I look at this, this might mean something to you. This place, this scenery, it's like something here, a sacred grove, going to a specific place. It's talking about sacred moments. If you're being guided to go somewhere, allow yourself the confidence and courage to go. You know, do something out of the norm here that you normally wouldn't do. And this involves with releasing the past. You know, this person's praying. I don't know, do you have issues with your sinuses, you know, in some way? The enlightenment, the eyes. Release past wounds to embrace new beginnings. All right. The sacred moments. A gateway for awareness. So you have an opportunity coming to look at something that you normally wouldn't have looked at. If you didn't follow your intuition, or if you didn't go to this place, or hear this message, or see something, I'm hearing seeing something with your own eyes. You know, there's something to see here, I'm being told, Nacho. Something to see here. And the fact that the past comes up again, it's like maybe there is something to see here from that, so you can release it. Maybe there's a hang up here on the sacred moments that you have shared. You know, it looks like you're looking for some kind of deeper understanding. Fuck. This is so cool. Wow. Seeing, I told you, this inner peace, it's like almost like a place within you. If it's not a physical place, it's like a place within your being. You know, it's a place you can go to whether you meditate or you focus on it or your intention is to, you know, I'm hearing off of Beauty and the Beast, show me the girl. You've got adventures and miracles that happen when you release whatever this past version, past piece is. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. Adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds. It's like for you to be able to embrace or comprehend or bring in these new light codes or energies, you can't covet something. You have to be able to let it go. Whether it's an adopted behavior, the way that we do something, the foods we eat, you will know what it is for you. Your cardiovascular system, it feels like, I don't know, it's like on overdrive, you know, something with the veins here. I don't know, is there headaches, or maybe there's just something with the enlightenment, so maybe that's just a sign, you know, that enlightenment comes. Go on an adventure. Alright, energy coming towards. Okay. What's this release the past? What's this release the past? And I was told upright. Judgment. Okay, I don't know if you're up against something right now, but it's almost like there needs to be judgment released here, you know, it from the past. It's like something that somebody continuously holds on to or has an opinion. There's a need to release it. You know, it's like as bad as something wants to end or it's past due or overdue, it's like the energy or the remnant of it still lingers for some reason. You know, beauty is built out of chaos, you know, I'm hearing. Beauty is built out of chaos. What kind of energy do you have coming towards you? Perhaps a small love offer. Maybe you're going to receive a message, you know, something. Maybe it is by somebody who's single. Perhaps long hair is prominent, or the red hair. You've got a very independent energy that's very loving. You know, you could be being seen as this, or you're feeling this way. Four of Pentacles. Are you not wanting to let somebody go with the Six of Cups in reverse? Why the Four of Pentacles? Hanging on. Coveting. I said there's something you have to release. That's prominent here. It's very prominent here. Yeah. And it's whatever this was in the past that needs to change. The 55. The looking, reminiscing, trying to blame, judgment. Lingering too long. You know, what's the universe's advice here? Universe's advice. The Tower. Allow whatever shakeup that's going to happen. And, you know, it might suck for a fucking wee moment, but it overall, in the end, it brings back, you know, this realization of why things happen the way that they are. You know, maybe you are reminiscing and missing somebody over here. I thought I heard my phone ringing. Ace of Cups. The message of love. Something new starting for you, you know, when you release, I don't know, it feels like somebody here has feelings or still sees somebody in a certain way. You know, there's emotions here, and there's wanting a new beginning to, maybe you are staying single, but you are also, you know, you care for somebody else, or you like somebody else, or I don't know, there's just that energy here, or somebody sees you this way. Somebody's having a hard time letting you go, or the past, the thought of it, you know, the thought of letting you go or releasing the past. It feels, you know, a little scary. Universe's advice. Universe's advice. Ten of Cups. Trust the process. It will be your heart's truest desire, but you need to learn the lesson of letting go first. You have to absolutely understand that when you love something, you let it go. You know, trust the universe. Have trust. Miracles are out here, I'm telling you. Miracles are out here all over this, Nacho Daddy. Miracles. Have the confidence and courage. Believe in miracles. I believe in miracles, you sexy thing. All right. Do I got one more? Oh, the sun feels fabulous. You're welcome. Yeah, Nacho Daddy's now really gonna have to, he's gonna be in your head, zombies. Alright. Okay, I got Maya K. Alright, and then I'm gonna get off here. I've got to get some other things done. I'm still working on personal reads. Thank you guys for being patient with me as I've had a lot of stuff going on, you know, on the farm and the family, and I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. So I always believe in divine timing when you guys receive the message, just when you're supposed to receive the message, you know. Use your discernment with all things. Above all else, your intuition is the greatest intuition. These are just channeled messages, notes. This is just things I see within the energy. It's my interpretation, you know, and the energy that I'm picking up off of. So, you know, energy is always changing and always moving. Okay, Maya. I know! It's like I time-lapse and now I can say the name right. I used to say Mia all the time. Maya. I love you, girl. I'm being called and guided to pull a spiritual gift card for you. You know, there's something here about opening up to a new gift or understanding. Plant medicine. You know, I'm looking right at my garden too. This would be a good year to cultivate or grow something, you know, literally within a plant, but as you're planting it, set an intention for, as this plant grows, so does my connection to myself, my love for myself. Have yourself a love plant. Have yourself a visionary plant, you know, creativity. As my creativity grows, may this plant grow as well. May we guide each other. It's about connection to plants. Psilocybin as well as ayahuasca. You know, you're very, maybe you don't remember this lifetime, but your soul is very connected to the roots of trees. You're very elemental. The plants always talk to you and teach you things about healing the body, about disease and how disease got here. You have untapped potential in the area of understanding modalities. You definitely, without a doubt, have healing abilities, and these plants, before you get into this, they're going to take you on a journey. Even if I was talking to somebody earlier, Constance, who was I talking to? Medusa, about dandelions, working with the dandelion plant in whatever way. Just if you're called to work with something, work with it. Allow it to grow. You're being called to explore plant medicine to bring healing to the body through its therapeutic properties. You know, and it feels like in some way it's what helps open the mind. I can't help but feel like, you know, you've lost somebody, because I keep feeling my face is just itching. The flowers, the yellow flowers. I'm hearing the yellow flowers. Did your dad die? The Emperor came out in reverse and lost somebody prominent like that, it feels like. Just blew right over by the plant medicine. Grandpa. I feel like you have a grandfather that was connected to something as far as herbs, plants. It's in the bloodline. This could even be native, with the native card being out here. There's a native plant that you're being called to work with. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm hearing owl's root. Is that a thing? Can somebody look that up? DMT, baby. Owl's root. It's all natural. It's the journey that I mean, look at all these plants. It's untapped potential. You get to understand them more. See how when you look at it, this almost kind of looks like a person right here, you know, standing in a bunch of trees. You know, it just takes your mind, opens your creativity. So that's very interesting. I have a dandelion garden in my backyard too. Cooper likes to pick them and throw them around. Interesting. I don't know if the message with the Emperor in reverse that came out. So maybe I should just ask, what's that about? I don't believe in coincidences. See, these are coming out in reverse, unless you left somebody for being a cheater. To find your balance after being put off. You know, put off. I don't know why that's coming through. Yeah, there was some sort of needing to look at something at a deeper level. It feels like if somebody did you wrong, there's judgment here for, you know, somebody projecting their shit onto you. I'm just going to say that. Making you feel left out, you know, or this projection. I don't know. It is a delivery. You're going to get a message about balancing that out. You're good with removing spirits as well. See all these? It could be thought forms, helping people to think in a different way. You're definitely being called to help humanity with your service to yourself first, to understand something on a level, and then to, you know, slowly but surely it integrates by your message, the way you speak, your delivery in the physical world. Be brave, you know, because you're going to do something that's out of the ordinary, and you need to trust that. And I'm being guided to pull one more for you. One more. That was prominent, and it fell out on this card that says miracles. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Chakra work. So natural healer. Maybe you do use plant and medicine. You work with the, I'm hearing the root system. I said owl's root. Nose. Chakra, energy work. You are being called to examine and uncover the energy imbalances and blockages of the chakra system with the goal of healing and spiritual awareness. See, now when I said that, I said it feels like you remove spirits, you know, in some way, blockages. You know, you're an old natural healer. I keep hearing Tibetan. you know, the shaman, the shaman of the tribe, you know, the old wise one. You know, I'm hearing that with you. You're fucking beautiful spirit, man. Old soul. And I see a lot of Native American, a lot of the Native knowing, because they're showing me Obi-Wan and Kenobi working with extraterrestrials. It's like, you know this shit. You're so much more awakened than you give yourself credit for, you know. And if you get blessed or gifted a new crystal, or you're guided to one, I'm being guided to tell you to trust in that. Trust in the guidance that you feel. There's a lot of energy with these two. You're so multifaceted. You really are if you open up to that. Let's get a quote for you. A true friend knows your weakness but shows you your strength. Feels your fears but fortifies your faith. Sees your anxieties but frees your spirit. Recognizes your disabilities but emphasizes your possibilities. That's your gift to humanity. You know, you're just a very old galactic soul. And in miracles, expect miracles. This comes out again. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. You're going to see amazing things. And I'm hearing that song, Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound. What's up, Peter? All right, guys. Well, I love you so much. I've got to make arrangements. Can we talk about autism? This isn't really the platform for that. We send love and light to all. You know, everything is the way it is for a reason. There's very special characteristics with autism, I believe. You know, they're highly connected, highly sensitive, very aware, very sensitive to other energies. Thank you, Casey. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, guys. I love you so much. In every way, support the channel. Make sure you email me if you want a personal read. I offer hour-longs for $65 and 35-minute reads for $30. My email address is angeldynasty33@gmail.com. I love you all, and kisses from Idaho. Cheerio, mate.